Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live, and it's another Wednesday. So you know what that means out there? It's another WWE, not WWE, AEW Dynamite live show. I botched already, but it's going to be a fun one, folks, and the celebration has started early. So make sure you get in that chat. Click all the buttons. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. But make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you AEW Dynamite tonight. Looking forward to this one. It's going to be a fun one. Interesting night. Some to talk about. Maybe not lots to talk about, but there's always lots to talk about in the IWC. So we got so much coming your way. Get in that chat. Like, share, subscribe. Be a part of the family. Be a part of the shows. And like I said to everyone out there, I hope you're happy, healthy, and safe as we dive into this one. Again, lots of debate online, but we're going to get into it. We're going to break it down, and we start every Wednesday with a lot of hope, folks. But if you don't know who I am, well, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and he's not even supposed to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick, and I'm already losing my voice because it's party time out here. It is the man beside me, my brother from an international mother, Mr. KJ White's birthday. Happy birthday, KJ. Happy birthday.
It's just another day, just another day, just another day. Back at it like a jackrabbit, though. I do appreciate it, sir. And I do see that chat blowing up. We will say hello, and I will say thank you a bunch. But yeah, we're looking forward to this, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Again, as you get older, they start feeling a little less exciting. But I mean, someone did offer me a senior discount yesterday, and I almost punched them. But I'm not even close. I'm not even close. Not even close. Pissing me off. But yeah,
me of when you get called KJ or get called Kevin Owens' older brother,
right? 10 months apart. Like, look at this old fuck. I'm younger than Tony Khan. God damn it.
Well, you might be getting a gift from Tony Khan tonight. We might be seeing Chris Jericho back here tonight, so you might be coming.
Right. Yeah. Pause. That's a happy birthday if I am. But that being said, the rumors out there, nothing officially announced. Only 3 matches announced, and it's not like the heaviest of nights. Like, again, we talk about the energy with AEW, and people are talking about the feeling reborn or whatever they keep saying. But a lot of rinse and repeat, a lot of like, okay, Hangman Page, Yuta, Tony, and Billie Starkz, which this one's good because I know where it's going. This one, I'm not quite sure. We'll talk about it. And then they just added Swerve and Hechicero. Why not?
You couldn't get Shark Boy? I mean, it's Shark Week and everything.
Right, Shark Week. Right, no Shark Boy. Surprisingly, I mean, I would be totally down for a Shark Boy versus Cheeseburger match tonight. I take that over the Learning Tree, that's for sure.
Fair enough. Well, and I'm assuming they're going to have a bunch of tie-ins, especially probably with Darby of this whole Shark Week thing. But yeah, I'm obviously not here every Wednesday, but I'll ask you and I'll ask the chat since we've come out of All In, does it feel like there's this new air about AEW, like they've really ran with this momentum?
No, unfortunately, and we've talked about this in the past, Nick. I know you've been kind of gone off on this topic a couple times. The thing with this is all in was a success. It was a good pay-per-view. You can debate some of the things about it. I don't think it was AEW's best pay-per-view start to finish of 2025. Other people disagree with me. That's fine. But ultimately, like, you had this big stadium show. The energy's good. You know, we go into the smaller venue. I got no problem. You and I sat here for weeks talking about if you can't fill the big buildings, go into the small ones. It'll feel better.
Oh, yeah.
But the booking, I don't quite get. Multiple person matches all over the place. Matches without really rhyme or reason. Matches that don't seem to be building anything of substance. And you do have other shows coming up, Forbidden Doors coming up, All Out's coming up. Like, I just feel like there's no capitalizing on momentum here.
Especially now of Hangman's got to take on Yuta. We've got still 6-man, 8-man tag matches at plenty. I'm surprised they didn't announce any for tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good sign. But it really had a ton of momentum. They came out more favorable out of the weekend, I would say, than WWE, or at least it was debatable. And now we're going back with the same stories. We're not anything new with Hangman, your new world champ. We're not anything new with the Death Riders. It's just same as it ever was.
Yeah, and again, not hate for those who are tuning in going, look, they hate Dubs. No, it's not hate. It's not hate. It's borderline on disappointment, because we are kind of like, okay, this is kind of cool. Darby's back. I said it last week. There was a better way to finish. I thought it would have been way better if Darby had distracted Moxley. Hangman hits Moxley because he's distracted, gets the pin, solidifies his championship, and he's able to then have Moxley go blind rage after Darby. But instead, Claudio eats the pin, doesn't really help build the story. Moxley gets distracted after the match, and now we're going to do Hangman and Yuta, and I just feel like you're not starting Hangman's run on the best note. And what is it leading to? Another Moxley match? Are we going to run it back at All Out? Are we going to run it back when?
We shouldn't be anywhere near that. I wonder, do you not capitalize on with MJF right now with all the Happy Gilmore media hype and everything? Do you capitalize on him being one of your top guys going after the world title?
Well, you see him doing all this media, and I think it would have been wonderful if he was doing all this media with that big shiny belt on his shoulders. But
you would think.
I mean, again, I love the idea. We got very excited. The Hurt Syndicate's been very serious since they've come in. The whole angle with MJF was going really well up until they agreed to let him in the group. And then it kind of like, that's the only story they really planned of, it was really fun, really exciting, good segments. Then they're like, you're in, we got some, streamers, and then that's it. Like, there's no big rival. There's no big enemy. There's no
one for them to work with.
Yeah. Like, we need to generate, we have story. Even if you have stories, a good amount of the stories don't have either a protagonist or an antagonist. You don't have the counter. You just have the person. You're like, what's your goals? What's your mission? What are you up to? We want to find out. We want to know.
Right. Well, speaking of finding out and knowing what people are up to, should we say hi to the chat? Because we got about 5 minutes.
All right. And they're used to me on Wednesdays being miles behind because I talk so damn much. But we're kicking it off with Ken here tonight. Thank you, Ken. We do appreciate that. And I appreciate the birthday wishes. Anybody, anywhere that gave me birthday wishes today, I do solely appreciate it. I know I will play it off because, but at the end of the day, it is super kind of all of y'all to think of me. I hope Billie Starkz has a good showing. I hope so, too. It should be a decent match. We'll see how it goes. Tony's a pro, so that should be fun. Ken, how you doing? Damien, Dennis, happy birthday. Thank you. MDB, the Knee Pad Patrol. Thank you. Cherokee George back with us. Eric Isaac back in the house. Ken Wrestling. So that's Josh is back with us. Larry saying happy birthday. Thank you. I'm going to put all these aside and then I'm going to click them all together. Wrestling for Life. Wrestling Fans United. The IWC is dead, folks. They don't know it yet. Out there, they're still acting like the IWC is a thing, but it's dying. It's on its last days. We are taking over with the Wrestling Fans United. More and more people joining us by the day. Use these hashtags. And again, we can disagree. We can have issues, but it's a different approach to the wrestling. We are wrestling fans who actually like the wrestling. Go fucking figure.
Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? I don't want to just see people stabbed in the face with a fork. I actually like watching pro wrestling.
Right. Some actual good pro wrestling. We're in. And there's good stuff on all the shows. And I know I had posted my rant about, kind of losing my mind on Friday. But I think at the end of the day, the message was like, we really love the wrestling. So can we just try and find a way to make it a little healthier as far as a fan base goes? But right. Damien got you. Hechicero Swerve is announced for tonight. Safit, let's go. Ken got you. Frankie, welcome back. Bonkers. Natalia's the GOAT. I like it. Fun fact, KJ and Keith Sweat have birthdays 24 hours apart. Let's go.
Oh,
Close. I don't even know. Is there anybody I share a birthday with right now? Like, is anyone else?
you don't ever look that up?
I have no idea.
I know a few. Like I share a birthday with Bill Murray. I share a birthday with Uncle Joey from Full House. I think there might be a few other people, but I can't remember who. Stephen King is one. I share a birthday with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say you never looked that up. I just like looking up weird like that.
All right, folks in the chat, let me know who I share a birthday with, especially if it's wrestling related. Let me know.
It's gonna be like Chris Jericho.
Probably right out of the gate, Jericho.
Match ass in.
Frankie, good to see you. MDB as always. So I got knee pads for my birthday. In honor of my birthday, got birthday suit from the waist down. Let's go. MDB, Kevin, Ronnie, Dale. Thank you, sir. The OG in the house. We'll get back. There you go. You have to. It's hot. It's warm. Got to stay awake. Zach, how you doing? Sean, welcome back. Lionfish, how are you tonight? Michael Spikes, our current undisputed predictions champion. Welcome back, sir. Richard, Vance, Josh, got you. Bonkers, welcome back. AR1. I love when this list is long and cooking, folks. Be a friend, tell a friend. Let's get more people in here. Byron, Claudio, Bradley, Anthony, Frankie, AR1. I'm going to just start singing it. Sean, Bonkers, Jason's with us. All right, folks. Wrestling Proud. Byron, let's go. Anthony, we got you a couple times. The GOAT is back with us. Dawn, how are you? Woo! I think I got most of y'all. Jefferson, Dan, happy 21st. Look, that's a nice person. There you go. I like that. Blessings.
Right. Klaatu was asking if you were turning 29 again. I think Lady B also said happy birthday and all that as well.
Yes.
KJ and David Spade share a birthday.
Shout out. I like David Spade. Good. All right.
Does that make me your Chris Farley? Fat guy.
Right. I'm like the boy who lives. I can relate.
There you
go. KJ shares a birthday with Daniel Radcliffe, aka Harry Potter. Doubling down on the Harry. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, really quickly. I mean, Damien, Larry, there's a bunch here. MDB, thank you. Thank you to all. You make a man blush. I appreciate it. I really do. Doesn't look like any wrestlers share. Yeah, see, one of a kind. There you go. Me and Rob Van Dam got it down pat. One of a kind.
Yeah. The fear I see in the back of your mind.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're a few minutes away from the start of the show. Long list. I don't know if I missed over anything of note, but folks, we are moments away from starting this one. I'm getting the violence warning as we speak, and I feel like I've done all the speaking here on Wednesday night.
Fair enough. No, you're good. I'm trying to catch up with you. And it's your birthday. You got to celebrate, my guy. Absolutely.
Out of the gate hot.
Right. I still got just this event is starting soon, so that's why.
All right. Let me know when you get the stage, the shot of the stage. As we start off Dynamite, folks, Nick and I are going to link up, sync up, and dial in. You can do the same at home if you want to be at the
stage. I got the stage right now with them showing the crowd and everything.
Let's go. The lights are on. I'm popping. How do we kick this one off back in Chicago? And listen, when I say this place looks like medieval times, I don't need to be told that it's like a historic venue and blah, blah, blah. I don't like it's jokes. Relax, people. You don't work there. You don't work in the building. It looks like medieval times. I'm sorry. It does. But it's an old building. I get it.
Go Shorty. It's your birthday. What up, Chris?
Oh, wait. What was that? FTR is going to do something tonight. I missed it.
MJF appears live.
Okay. None of this was announced.
No, which is weird. George Clinton's birthday was yesterday. KJ's the Atomic No. I don't mind the venue and everything. Like I like the Hammerstein Ballroom, even though it's a smaller venue. I think it looks cool. It's a unique presentation. It's not every fucking stadium looks the same.
No, I like it. I do like it. I mean, just because we make jokes doesn't mean we were hating on something. Medieval times is way bigger. No, I don't dislike it. When you and I talked a lot about go to the smaller venues, I do feel like some of the fans are trying to do that. Oh, as we got Hangman coming down the stairs, a little bit of that goalpost moving, and it bothers me because I got to kind of argue against something I don't want to. But they're acting like we're choosing to go in these small buildings because the feel is better. And that's not exactly what happened. You stopped selling enough tickets for bigger venues.
But no, if you're gonna go with it, just embrace it. They're not gonna fully admit they fell in the face.
Absolutely. And again, it's a good move. It was a better business decision. I just think people need to be honest and not so, that didn't happen the way you think it happened.
Fair enough.
Because if you could sell 14,000 tickets tonight, you would. As MJF here with his contract in hand, Renee back there looking good.
See, this should be the ongoing feud because, especially like we talked about, MJF's all over everywhere right now with everything with Happy Gilmore coming out.
Yeah.
So he for sure should be involved in this. If not, he should have almost cashed in and ruined the evening at All In.
Right.
And then now you have Hangman getting back at him of you stole my moment.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. And MJF's always dangerous, and especially when he's got that in hand. As Hangman, it will be kicking off the show tonight. Shout out to the top 3 from last night. Spaz, Mega, Damien, welcome, and thank you. Get in there, get in the chat, folks. Earn your crown for tomorrow's show, which is a big one, that's for sure.
It's the award show.
It's the award show.
So Hangman just walking out with a chain. Are we just already no disqualification here?
Yeah, just planning ahead. How do you feel about Moxley showing up on Collision and going after Colt Cabana and Nigel?
What did Colt ever do? I could see maybe Nigel.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yuta jumps Paige.
Shaggy don't toe Bailey.
All right.
You couldn't have done Hangman versus Claudio, Hangman versus Gabe Kidd. Anybody that would have seemed like a more viable threat versus Hangman than Yuta?
I know some fans are going to eat me up for this, but you couldn't have given him like a night off.
Yeah.
But he's a fighting champion, KJ. I get it, but I mean, like, he doesn't need to be in nothing matches right out the gate.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You run in, I mean, you went through a death match. And again, if he was in there with something that I gave a shit about, but this Yuta stuff and these punches are awful.
You do title eliminators, which I fucking hate, which we're getting later tonight.
Right. So I don't know, man. It's not my favorite. And that's more of just preserving your champion, preserving the aura of the champion. And again, if you just throw him in with anybody, well, then the fans get a little apathetic, as we are getting a replay in picture of Colt Cabana getting whooped.
Yeah. Why Colt of all people?
I have no idea. If anyone wants to help us understand what preempted the attack, I don't know what it was.
This is what the type of Moxley should have been doing beforehand. Of I'm going to raise such a ruckus. And remember when he was going to take over the show and took over the broadcast booth and everything like that.
Yeah, choke out Cole, and then he'd sit on commentary the rest of the night. It'd just be a pain in the ass. And have security stand there asking you to leave, and you're like, I'm not going anywhere.
But you have the Death Riders all around him just fighting everybody off and everything. So he just literally takes over the show. It's him, but they have to have a fucking personality that can actually talk. And you want to listen to 2 hours of Moxley do commentary?
No, maybe not. But yeah, I mean, do you find it a bit of a weird direction? You have Darby lurking in the rafters, and yet you're picking a fight with Cole. You're still kind of tied to Hangman. It feels a little spliced and messy right now.
It just feels, well, the splice is probably the best way to put it. It's like the end of a reel on an old movie, like reel of you're trying to just splice the little last bits of the fucking closing act together here, even though they don't fit and you're putting in the wrong place and everything.
Yeah, I just don't know what you're booking right now. Like you said, I thought All In was great. So I'd love to see them kind of come back with some cool shit. And I just don't know that they're hitting the mark right now. And everyone, it's better than ever. I don't know that it is. Like, I want a little more out of the weekly show.
I don't even want to say it just feels the same as it ever was. That's really the thing. It doesn't feel like it's progressed or it's changed or
fair enough.
That All In really was that valuable.
Right. 100% of the chat's going Hangman Page, just for the record.
Fair enough. That would make sense. Because isn't this for the title?
Yes.
So you're starting your show off with a world title match against somebody who you already didn't think was going to win the world title.
Yeah, don't quote me on that. I thought it was.
I thought I had seen it advertised. If anyone in the chat wants to correct me, feel free.
Right. FTR versus Jet Speed, first round. Oh, yeah. So they're doing a tag team eliminator series. So a tournament, a.k.a. FTR is going to fight Jet Speed. Again, I'm a little surprised with this booking. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. But you think you'd keep FTR and Jet Speed a little bit apart right now. Who's going to win?
Could be your final. Well, probably should have been your final. But
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right?
Buckshot.
Thank you for coming, Yuta. You can go back to mopping the floor.
3. Thanks for playing.
It's over.
As Alexis is over there on Twitter. Why the hell is he wrestling Yuta? Absolutely. Or it's on Twitch, sorry.
Yeah. That, again, phenomenal question. Like, again, for the people out there that are like, oh my God, what a way to open the show. Are you not a little concerned that maybe Paige doesn't need to be doing this right now?
Yeah. Is it? Oh, now he's got a chance, so he's going to choke out Yuta. So are we going to get a dog collar match between him and Moxley?
Yeah, but why?
That's what's going to fucking go now because everybody's changed.
But then why choke out Colt Cabana? Why? Why change your direction? And how do you tie Darby into this? If now you're going to run back Paige and Mox, why is Mox fucking around with everybody else?
Right, as he's a mile wide with that punch. But AR1 saying because Colt Cabana used to train Hangman, that's no one else would have gotten that outside of hardcore IWC fans.
Well, when was the last time we saw Colt Cabana on AEW programming?
Facts.
That's the crazy part for me of like, why Colt out of anybody? Is he a Chicago guy and they want to get him in a Chicago match?
Maybe.
As Yuta's like, and like, all
right. See it with the hair. It almost kind of looks cool because you can barely see it dripping down.
Right. While Yuta split open and Hangman was going to hang Yuta, Yuta's begging him not to. Hang him high.
That's your whole gimmick. You're the Hangman.
Right? Why are you second guessing it?
Daniel was wishing you a happy birthday, saying you don't look a day over 21.
Daniel, God love you, buddy. I wish. I'm aging twice the fast of the actual number. It's not good.
Hangman squashed Yuta. Yes, he did, as he should.
Yeah, I'm glad it was a squash. I'm glad it didn't go long and it wasn't super competitive. But Wheeler Yuta is bleeding all over. Hangman walking off. The crowd's a bit of a, I don't know if it's a shocked malaise. Like, what would you hum, a light murmur?
It sounds like they were trying to chant something, but I couldn't make it out. And I will give you the credit of he can at times really sell taking a fucking ass whooping and everything. Because remember when he had his first kind of breakout match when it was Moxley and him that he kind of had his come to the party match.
Wheeler, Utah, as tonight we are getting Mark Briscoe, Claudio. None of this was advertised. And again, Claudio, Mark Briscoe, love them. Feels like rinse and repeat. Feels like, again, nothing feels new. And I would love to hear from a diehard AEW fan. Just be like, well, this is why I see it differently. Politely.
Fair enough, as I got Billie Starkz and Athena backstage.
Let's go. Briscoe versus Claudio. Yeah, again, I don't know why some of this wouldn't have been advertised prior to tonight. Like none of it's groundbreaking.
Right. I do agree though with this. The shaking hands was a nice touch of Wheeler. Like he very much can sell that he just got his ass kicked and he got his shit rocked.
Well, I mean, he's had plenty of fucking practice.
True.
Right. Still to come. Billie taking on Tony tonight. Athena lurking with the contract that she won at All In, very much like MJF.
Well, now you said, though, you can see where this is going. Do you see that this is going towards Athena versus Toni Storm at some point?
Yeah, 100% setting it up. The question becomes, it's really weird. If Athena shows up and beats Tony, it's only going to strengthen the Mercedes is very picky about who she does jobs to. Because if she couldn't get the job done and she broke that big long winning streak that Athena had, and then she turns around and beats Tony, it's gonna be a little fishy.
Yeah, I hadn't fully thought about it that way, but yeah, I can see where you're going. As I got FTR with crippled Stokely out here.
Yeah, Stokely feeling not so good after that spear.
Well, and do you think that Cope gets involved and interferes in this match?
100%. And, we're leading towards FTR versus Edge and Christian in Toronto. It writes itself. It's right there. It's going to happen. A little confusing right now because you still got the patriarch involved. And again, a little bit splintered, a little bit messy. You might hear me say that a few times.
Well, first, what shows in Toronto? Is that all out?
Yeah.
Okay. And now if you're Cope and Christian, do you go after Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian and everything first, or do you go after FTR? Which way do you go?
That's the question, right? And that's where right now Edge is out here cutting promos on FTR. Christian's got beef with the patriarchy, and Stifler's mom. I mean, Nick Wayne's mom. But I mean, it's crazy. It's a little, does it all end up in a triple threat? But why? It's hard to have a grudge match triple threat. I guess you could. I don't know, man.
Can we just all embrace that we're going to have Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, and the Hardy Boys all wrestle in 2025?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, we've seen a lot of oh my God moments, and there's been a lot on the bingo card that I don't think any of us had going into 2025. I know a lot of fans out there love to throw out oh, I knew it, or I called it, or I told my cat 2 weeks ago this was going to happen. Yeah, no, there's been a lot of, oh, wow, did anyone see that coming? There's been a lot of that. So it's interesting. It really is.
Very much nostalgia bait, but
oh yeah, I love it.
This match.
It's so hard to call. Cope costs FTR and Jet Speed moves on. Jet Speed is your new kind of babyface team that you hoped it would get a little bit more love, but FTR hasn't done shit. I don't know. I mean, this is a tough one. I'm surprised this one's booked, but it should be a good one.
I think it'll be a good match. I wish the storytelling in the tag team division was a bit better because you have good tag teams.
Yeah, you really do.
Have Jet Speed is a great tag team that works well together, especially if you aren't going to do much with Kevin Knight or Mike Bailey in singles action right now. FTR is was one of the best tag teams in pro wrestling.
Yeah,
didn't they used to have Grizzly Young Vets too? What happened to them?
I don't know if they're still under contract. They've been. I know they did a couple things in Ring of Honor. The fact that they didn't come right in and start making waves, it blows my mind. I have no idea where they are. So
yeah, the Righteous, you let them go.
You had the Righteous, they just vomited. Oh,
and this is go ahead.
Sorry, we got the super kick into the Northern Lights for a 2 count. Nice pace to this match. Start off. Kyle, how you doing? AJ, how you doing? Kevin, what up? What up? What up? Thank you for the birthday wishes. Nick are so far behind the chat. Listen, Mega, we're trying. We're trying.
We're going on. Especially it's rare it's both of us here, okay?
Right. I'm 420 years old. Actually, that's pretty close. Just put a decimal point in there.
There you go.
But yes, definitely feeling it. If anyone noticed the intro, I might have said the wrong fucking company. So that's an indication.
355 days out of a 365-day year.
Oh, yeah. That's what instantly I'm like, fuck, I'm going to get heat from the AEW Mark. See, he even slips and says WWE now. Like shit.
To be honest, there's really one AEW show a week that we do now because half the time there's other things going on besides Collision, and Collision's half the time now on Thursdays.
Yes, it's been all over the place. Collision did its worst rating in its history in its regular slot without being preempted. Dynamite Dave instantly put out the NXT number, and they said, does this number thanks to appearance by Undertaker. Like, what a dick. What a dick. Like,
well, that article from the president of Netflix and everything about how Raw has been so great just really must have stuck in his fucking craw.
Where's that Warner Brother Discovery energy, folks? Where's that energy of like, Dave Zaslav mentioned us. We are the best ever. There you go. Netflix did the same. So where's that energy of like, oh shit. No, they still suck, bro. They still suck. They don't do anything good. They suck, bro.
KJ gonna never beat those allegations.
Never. Shit. I told you it's not the company. It's them.
I just randomly went to fucking commercial.
I'm on picture.
Slid in the ring and I went to commercial.
That's amazing. So we get the tag I believe tonight, and I am on pitcher in pitcher. Wheeler down on the outside, Bibbins attending to him, Dax wandering around this segment. Yeah, I'm a little surprised with the blood. I'm a little surprised with the blood, like in your opening match. That's interesting. Again, to me, that match would have been perfect before All In. He just mops the floor with Yuta and then busts him open wide before All In. Send a message to Moxley. Why are we sending messages to Moxley now? What happened?
Moxley and Hangman should have ended at All In. We shouldn't still be having the Death Riders around the world title picture,
right?
Or unless the only way I could see it, and they haven't really done it, is to where Moxley just finally fucking snaps. And that's when he goes, and I'm going to just take everybody out. And he just interrupts every segment like we talked about before. That you could use it to explain why he takes out Colt Cabana, and then he takes over commentary or some shit like that.
Listen, we don't claim to be experts or pros or anything ever, but my God, you and I could sit down and bang out and make this Death Rider thing way better than it was delivered. There's potential there. I even say
you're going to still continue with it. If you're still going to continue with it,
there's potential there. And I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now here on the show, that there's so much potential in what the Bucks want to do. Like this whole angle about the EVPs and not being EVPs and their attitude, it's got so much potential. If they could just be a little more mature, it would kill. A lot of people would like what they do. It's just everything's tongue-in-cheek, everything's silly. If they could just mature a little, there's money there. Same with Mox. Like, there's money there.
Is it you play too much insider baseball like WCW used to do? Like, I know Arrow One said it earlier, that's why they went after Colt, because he used to train Hangman. If that's legit, no one's going to know that. No regular casual viewer flipping through the channels is going to know that or make that connection. No. Unless they explicitly said that.
Right. 59% of the chat is going for FTR. Yeah, no, I mean, that's a lot of the things with and I know I kind of piped off about the idea that Tony writes for children because he's writing the show he liked when he was 8. And it kind of feels that way at times. So all it needs is just, you have a great women's roster. Use it better, use it wisely. Let Gail Kim run it. You have a great tag team roster. Use them wisely, use them proper, give them matches. Like there's a lot there. You have a star in Ospreay, you have heels in the Bucks. Just use them better, book them better, and enough of this random match scrambled eggs bullshit.
Right, and I'm back in action. But yeah, again, we don't claim to be experts. We've never worked in the wrestling business, but Tony Khan, all our socials are scrolling below. You've had your AEW, YouTube channel in our chat before. Reach out, be a friend, tell a friend. Mm-hmm. We can do some things. We can be consultation. You can just pay us under the table.
Right, respectfully, we'll give Will a run for his money. But we got a Hurricane Rana, almost slipped out, but they got it. Crowd's kind of quiet for this. Nice double drop kick. And both men up. Nice pop for the babies here.
Right. I would love TNA to get a TV deal for Wednesday nights. Ooh.
Now, it could happen. I like
Thursday. Stay to Thursday. Stay in your lane. You just got there. Get your feet underneath you. Don't overextend yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that. Don't do what TNA has done before. Oh, another. What the fuck is happening?
What the fuck was Bailey doing there? I've never seen someone scamper until I just saw that man scamper.
Wow. Okay. So we get a moonsault and dive in stereo. 2 count. Yeah, 2 coordinated, 2 Cirque du Soleil. Whose spot is it supposed to be? One of the nominees for the awards tomorrow in the botch category. That looks very familiar to Jet Speed versus the Hurt Syndicate, where everybody, if you had put it to the, exactly, right? It would have fit. Who goes where? Who's on first? What's on
second?
Yeah, right? Like, shit. A mess.
Are you guys suggesting the Death Rider should take over TBS? Oh, imagine.
No, I love it. Yes.
I swear that might need to be a series that comes to the channel. You and I go through and rewrite what should have happened on story angles and everything.
I'd love it. I'd love it. Dude, that actually might be an oversight now that we just mentioned that. The Moxley takes over TBS should have been on the nominees for botches.
Was that this year?
It might have been late 2024 now that you mention it. Yes, we're safe. But it's ridiculous. So funny.
What the was that? Even the fan got awkward. The fan botched a high five.
And then he flipped the bird.
Well, because he wasn't going to do it, and then the fan was going to make his daughter do it, and his daughter was too shy and didn't want to do it, so he went to do it, and then it all got awkward.
Everyone drop your fucking best "you're so old" lines. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? I want to see them all.
I think there was one from MDB, and I'd have to go and find it, but he said, well, it's kind of close to Jose's there, but when they showed Jurassic Park, it brought back memories for you.
There you go. There you go. I did my driver's test on a dinosaur, motherfucker. Yeah, what else?
It wasn't a horse? It wasn't a horse?
No, thank God. That whole thing. Mr. Noob, great comment, by the way. Death Riders should change their name to Sleep Inducers. Pretty much. Coma Creators. Oh, this match has gone off it's got real, like, uninteresting.
Well, this is, again, I guess.
This is the best wrestler.
Last night of where's the count outs? Who's the legal man?
Right? Like, these are like, the can't miss matches. This has been a fucking sloppy mess from every standpoint.
Is it crazy how much FTR has gone from the arguably greatest tag team in pro wrestling?
Right.
You forget they're in pro wrestling.
Oh, now we're getting the fucking, like, I'm so tired of these everybody gets put in the submission at the same time bullshit. I hate this fucking spot. And they do it. If there's an 8-man tag, 4 guys go in a chokehold, or 4 guys go in a fucking Boston Crab.
What?
I'm so over this spot.
And so I'm so sick of just the synchronized spots. We even saw it last night on NXT of everybody with the synchronized scoop slams.
Right.
But that doesn't happen normally. If this is supposed to be an athletic fight and everything and a back and forth,
right?
When do you have time for that shit?
Right. Your mama's so old, she was in Jesus's school picture.
As the teacher.
As the teacher, yes. Best material. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm catching up, bro. Realistically, when could we see The Rock show up? Oh, that gave everybody chills, and not in a good way. Shooting star on the back of.
But Kevin Knight's still the legal guy, so now 1, 2 go.
The crowd to me, I don't know if folks at home, you can correct me. The crowd is like in this weird murmur where they're kind of cheering, but not really into it. Like, it's weird. Like, it's like an apprehensive energy. Oh, that's better.
Again, I cut to a random commercial.
KG's so old, he knew the Burger King when he was a prince. Let's go. Amateur
yeah, so I'm watching on Max, on now HBO Max. It's switched back.
Right.
And I just randomly cut to commercial. I know I bitch about WWE's commercials, but they at least you can tell when they're going to a commercial spot. This is literally
right.
We just had a 2 count and we cut to Pivens on the outside and we just commercial. We walk
commercial.
Away.
So I'll pitcher and pitcher. Right now, Knight and Bailey are having a elbow. All 4 men are having a bit of a powwow with each other, and we're getting they got down on their knees and told each other they loved them.
They didn't do like the headbutt each other.
Yeah, we're getting a forearm battle right now. Again, we're the best wrestle, and this is not doing it for me, brother. Thank you for the super chat, Bradley. Happy birthday to KJ, the creator of the channel. Thank you.
He's just Jesus came back. He just had to switch the initials up and everything like that. Put him in reverse order.
My name is Zeus, as in the father of Apollo. Mess with me and I'll shove a lightning bolt up your ass. Zeus. Debt riders need to refund everybody tonight. Shit. KJ so old he was gangbanging with it. Let's go.
Jesus.
Let's go. Let's go. This is a stupid spot. Yeah, the whole situation. Now they're fighting out into the crowd. Like, is this a pay-per-view match? Like, what are we doing here? This match is fucking. They're walking through the crowd. They're back in the ring. What? Like, they've done everything in this match.
It is too much walking, bro. And again, it's to me when did countouts go away in pro wrestling? They used to at least help build tension to it. Of you can't fight on the outside for fucking ever because you got 10 seconds to get back in the ring. If they can do it in the fucking video games and everything, why can't we do it on TV?
Listen, man, this is where I'm going to sound like old man on porch because I'd say it all the time. Like, the ring is your stage. Get on the stage. I'm not saying you can't leave it, but it's the stage. Like, you can't not be there for like act 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like, you got to be there sometimes. And it's so important that that's the stage, especially for your paying audience. Yeah, we have the benefit of cameras at home where we follow them around, but your paying audience missing half the show is never a great idea. And having multiple matches kind of repeat the same thing. But people are going to go on about what an epic match because it's going long. But this to me it's been okay.
At least it's been okay. I mean, especially if this is two of your probably arguably your best tag teams right now in your division outside of the Hurt Syndicate already in the first round of your kind of tournament here.
Oh, big boot.
Jules and
and the crowd goes wild for the moonsault.
Again, they'll shift for the spots and everything.
Like a big spot, got the crowd out of their seats, but he torpedoed the floor.
Yeah, but that was still. I'll give him credit. That was clever. Cool. With the baseball slide, Dax misses it and falls right into the moonsault.
Yeah, at least they weren't standing there waiting. Oh, Dax out of the way. Oh, roll up, spin through. Big kick.
Oh,
backslide Meteora.
1, 2 count.
What did he call those?
The standing shooting star Meteora.
The shooting star knees. Is that what he called them? I thought he said something else.
But Jules, yes, that's what you missed so far. And you missed Hangman beating Yuta.
Shit. Crowd is half in out. Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
No, that I was literally answering Jules earlier and everything.
Crowd is kind of quiet. They're up and down. They're energized now. Like, they found some groove here. I haven't seen Wheeler in 11 minutes.
True. He ever since that moonsault, he's been gone.
Oh, that's right. He's back up now. I forgot he took that moonsault.
Every time you say Wheeler, I keep thinking of Yuta, not Cash.
Nick contributing to the 500,000 on Max. Let's go.
I am the 500,000. I am 499 at 99.9 out of that 500,000.
One more person tell me BJ Bethel.
Yo.
Oh, wait.
This Cash over the barricade and now Bailey's.
Why didn't this match happen at All In? As up and over into the timekeeper's box, Bailey.
I'll give them credit. They're pulling us back in.
Oh, foot up. I will agree.
That was a fucking top rope nothing. I hate that. Roll 1, 2, not this way. 2 count.
How would that have gone if he didn't put his foot up?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that's what I hate. It's a top rope nothing. What was going to happen if you actually landed that move successfully?
Right, exactly. KJ so old. He walked out of the museum and the alarm went off. That's where I go to visit my fam, bro.
Geekbox doesn't get it. KJ asked for
this. The wrench is just swinging. That's it. Everybody's going in the box. Leave KJ alone.
Right. You leave my friend alone. No. This is self-inflicted. Kill KJ tonight. Of everybody's just roasting KJ.
Let's go.
Oh, sit out powerbomb. Backslide. 1.
Oh, wait.
3.
Oh, the ref got 3, but yeah.
Been a 3.
Even Tony said it. I thought he got him. Yeah, the ref
1, 2, and there
you go.
What help would that give you? I'm not a physics major. I'm not an engineer. But what type of fucking fulcrum kind of force physics shit would that help you in that pinfall?
Yeah, I don't get it. And look, they zoomed in on that ref botching the 3 right before it. Even I thought he got 3. Yeah, that was So FTR moves on to take on the other quarterfinal. I guess they're keeping it close to the vest.
Because we got to figure out what teams we got.
Right. And this is leading to Forbidden Door London, August 24th.
So FTR with the win. So now what for Jet Speed after they challenged for your world titles and just got beat the fuck? Why isn't the Gun Club? The Gun Club should be advertised for this.
Well, they just kind of cut a promo at All In, so we'll see if they follow up with it. They came back, they went missing. Now that we saw them again, what are they going to do? And we're waiting to find out. Are they just dragging ass till Jay White's on the mend?
But do you really want to see Amish Paradise Juice Robinson now?
Right. Well, yeah, right. Weird Al,
Weird Al Juice Robinson.
Big boost for Bivens.
Is Bivens now just Callous when he was getting overbooed, Dom when he was getting overbooed and everything?
Right.
They just now it's the cool thing to just boo the shit out of Bivens, make the short man scream.
All right. Digital birthday beats. I like that. That's jokes. Sold the candles on his birthday cake, set off the alarm. Wait. Let's go.
Was that we were supposed to hear something?
Did nothing happen?
No, I heard the start of a clap, but nothing.
And here comes Cope.
Oh,
so the match that would never end is followed by a promo, and then a promo. Stokely in the match. Yeah.
Now, did they intentionally misspell legend? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Where's Edge? There he is. I love a good roast. I love a good roast. And the Dean Martin ones were classics. He has been dead since 1995, though. That's crazy.
Am I just Shane Gillis, the host of this roast right now? I think you're hosting. No, you're hosting your own roast.
I am, yeah. It was fucking kind of fun. There you go. Somebody said they heard the laugh track. That's dope.
There you go. I hear the start of it and then it goes away.
Weird. I can't hear it.
The whole crowd singing for Copeland. Adam.
Legend.
Bivens is sweating like he is in a fucking sauna right now. That man is glistening.
Right.
Like we're talking about roast. He is a roasting honey baked ham right now.
Right. Oh, so there's a restraining order. He's not allowed to be within certain.
Yeah, but the company where anyone can catch anybody slipping at any moment. You can choke out a commentator live on fucking TV. Right. You're fine. But if you touch Bivens, you're fucking fired, Copeland.
Right.
What? What did he say?
Oh, okay. There you go. So, didn't see this coming.
I can't hurt you, but I know somebody. That's an odd connection.
How did we get here?
WWE days of, hey, Montel, you remember me from SmackDown when we used to fight for the U.S. title?
Right. So is this giving in to the Hurt Syndicate being baby?
Yes. Has to be, right? Has to be. You can't do this. If they're supposed to be the heels, you're pairing them with the babyface, and they're going to fight his fucking battle.
I'm so confused.
Hurt Syndicate's official babyface now.
Yes, but here I am. I think they're building towards.
Or are they APA? You got to hire us, but even then, APA was kind of lukewarm babyface.
Yeah, they definitely got babyface vibes because of how they handle business. And I'd say Syndicate's very much like the crowd loves We Hurt People.
That's all they're chanting right now. When you pair him with Copeland, who's clear in a way the babyface in this situation, they have to be the babyfaces here.
Absolutely. I'm watching half hour behind. What's up, Spaz? $10 super chat. Thank you for the birthday wish. And I'm a half hour behind, so I'll see the chat in 30 minutes. I'm editing an episode of State of Wrestling right now with a heavy metal health focus. I like it. heavy mental health, not mental health.
Well, Ozzy might have been. It fits heavy mental and
right.
heavy mental health.
Big love. Thank you so much, Spaz. Appreciate you. We hurt people.
The Hurt PA.
One. Yeah, the Hurt PA.
I like that. Yeah, this is who? So Copeland just spears random security who happened to be there.
Yeah, he wanted to
hit
hit
one
Piven.
local guy that they could get ahead and take a bump.
Right? FTR has now been in the ring over 25 minutes, or in and around the ring for over 25 minutes. Now they're focused on Cope, and they're mad at Cope, but the Heritage Syndicate's still here. Like, no big deal. Like, it's so weird how this all played out.
Well, it's just that the Hurt Syndicate's paired with Copeland with this, who's very much going to be the babyface in this situation, so that by proximity makes the Hurt Syndicate the babyfaces, because they're the one getting Copeland's lick back and everything, because he can't get to them because Stokely's got enough pull that he'll get fired for some fucking reason. But it's a whole lot of a lot. As we cut to Nick Plain.
Somebody had a chat with Mama Wayne and said, listen, nobody's looking at your
You
kids.
can't have them. That is signing.
You just,
We don't have a dairy sponsorship. We're not brought to you by Hood Milk. You're already calling Mama Wayne. You can't fill out too much of the mama. Tony's going to get all weird and funky about it.
Whew. Mama. Anyway, the Hurt KJ is so old. The DJ.
DJ's the Boston Tea Party.
That might be the one of the night so far, MDB.
Lightheaded. How is Nick Wayne still the smallest person in that group, by the way? But again, now you've got you have Copeland now dealing with the Hurt Syndicate, who's going after FTR, and Copeland's going after FTR. But you have him also trying to get back with Christian, who's going after Nick Wayne and all of that. And we don't know if Christian is going to pull in with Copeland, that they're going to go after the Hurt Syndicate or the Nick Wayne and Co as well. So it's all just fucking convoluted as shit.
Your brand new babyface team that just took a loss at the pay-per-view bounced back by getting cheated tonight. So they get cheated and just walk off. FTR has an issue with Cope, like you said. Then Cope comes out to deal with the Hurt Syndicate come out to deal with them. Then when all that's wrapped up, they're mad at Cope again, don't care about the Hurt Syndicate. And then we go to a backstage where Nick Wayne talks about Cope and Christian. Like, it is all over the place. I don't fully understand it. People are going to tell me I don't get it. I'm wrong. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, bro, I'm so old. My first wrestling match was David versus Goliath.
Oh, that's fucking great. Where was it? Oh, there's somebody that had a good, well, it's not a good one for you, but Nick is eye level with Mama Wayne.
Yeah, we got to rethink this situation.
Stop wearing heels, Mama. Stop wearing heels. You're getting taller than every wrestler there.
It was the white.
That man Singh's looking eye to eye right now.
Right? It looked like he was standing behind a fucking projector screen auditioning. Lady B, KJ so old. He mastered Splinter. He mastered Splinter's first friend. He's mastered Splinter's first friend. I like that a lot. He taught me some Taekwondo.
There you go.
Even though Ninja Turtles would make more sense, so Ninja probably would have been, karate maybe. I don't know.
Oh, good. Fun fact: did you know the Ninja Turtles were invented in the state that I currently live in?
No.
In Durham, New Hampshire, was the start of the guy who made the Ninja Turtles comics and everything.
Well, if anywhere is going to come up with stories about things in the sewers.
Fair enough. Thanks.
I'm just kidding. No, that's cool.
No, America. I'll just take it as an America slight, not a specific New Hampshire slight. But Geekbox with 20 pounds. Happy birthday, KJ. Some beer and smoke money. And it's even better. It's in pounds. Thanks for sharing some of your day with us all over here and enduring even more AEW. Hashtag WFL. F Meltzer in the IWC. Hashtag WFU for life. My voice is
right. Thank you. There's Geekbox out there swinging his 20-pounder. But folks, go check out Geekbox and his amazing reaction videos Check him out. He's bringing the communities together. We appreciate all the love. You got to see his pretty face here on Friday. Yeah, and he had to sit there and endure my wrath for a while. But no, we appreciate the love. I appreciate the birthday wish. And again, super chat, super stickers, your way to stand out. And we appreciate all the support so we can continue to watch all this wrestling.
And absolutely, man's out here still hustling and bustling out here on his birthday and everything. So 100%. Throw a shilling in the collection jar if you can, folks.
Absolutely, absolutely. Happy birthday to me.
It's so weird that I'm so far gone from singing the actual happy birthday song, and I know it's halfway copyrighted, so I went to the Lisa, it's summer. I got Moxley.
I can barely understand him. He's so gravelly.
That's what I'm saying. Would you really want him on 2 hours of commentary?
Can I get like
fucking low energy macho man?
Low energy macho man. Yes. That's the best shit I've ever heard. If Macho Man did not have the uppers.
If he wasn't, oh yeah, it's just oh no. But he's a fucking Batman villain. Like, you're not Bane, bro. Oh yeah, Batman. You were born in darkness. I was born in dark.
Can I get fries and shake with my burger, please?
You want a Yumbo Yak?
A Yumbo Yak?
And Shafir out there. Shafir's the biggest badass, actually, out of anybody in this whole goddamn crew.
Right? She's the only one that doesn't take L's. Barely.
Well, she sat there and took a straight-on buckshot.
Right?
Moxley won't and sold it. Moxley won't even do that.
Would you not have an opportunity to put Shafir in a couple of these matches with some of the girls where she just ragdolls them and continues to look tough?
Yeah.
Or is it would that
forget that she's actually a wrestler, not just China Light?
China Light. I'll be right back.
She's Taiwan instead of China.
Oh.
If you know your geography, you might have gotten that joke. But yeah, so where the fuck are they? They're in like some weird pit. What the fuck is she trying to say to the camera? She just mouthed some weird word to the camera. But they're in some pit somewhere in some boiler room that Mick Foley doesn't even know of. As Ospreay is coming out. Now, I've heard rumors and ramblings and everything that Ospreay is legit banged up. It's interesting. They had to stretch him out of But we turn around and he's right back here. Where's Samoa and Joseph then? But yeah, I've heard that Ospreay might be actually legitimately banged up, might need to take a bit of time off, etc. So I wonder if this is him coming out to say that, because, again, wasn't he one of the people hospitalized at All In? So 2-week recovery and he's out here fine and skipping and dandy? But wouldn't Ospreay want revenge or no biggie moving on? I don't know. I'm surprised that he's even out here again. He's halfway hopping and skipping and so on and so forth. Yeah, so he's saying he loves wrestling in front of Chicago. He's very much holding his like tricep and elbow. I don't know if he's just cold or if he's hurting. Yeah, because he's keeping his arm I can't see it, but he's very much with his elbow like that. So I wonder if he's legit hurt. Yeah, he's giving everyone an update, so he might be actually out for half a minute here. Ospreay sold that injury for a week. Yeah, exactly. Didn't Ospreay get Pillmanized 2 weeks ago? Absolutely. That's, again, the fucking continuity errors are the biggest issues. I know every movie kind of has them, and you can have your lapses in continuity and everything, but they can't be glaring and blaring. So he's been keeping it to himself. Ospreay and Cassidy out for how long? OC's been out for God knows how long. Bradley, so Nick, how long were you all partying tonight before you were like, oh, we got a stream too? The world may never know. That's when you got to become a member to get access to those streams. Just kidding. No, we don't have no freak offs or anything like that. But yeah, no, we had the Cross International stream party and everything like that. We just sat there and we both met halfway in the ocean and, just partied like it was 1999. Ospreay neck issues. What did he just say? Back boys, what? 10 months of neck problem? Is that what he said? So here it is. He's fixing to cry. When they sent him to the no freak offs, only geek offs. Yes. See it too. So it's a neck injury. So he's had disc go into his spinal cord. Said it is treatable. That's good because that's scary anytime you talk about neck injuries in pro wrestling, especially a guy like Ospreay. I know we take the piss at times, but he's arguably still one of the greatest to do it currently. I missed it. He gave a time down. So he's hoping to be back by Forbidden Door. Did he say he was going to miss Forbidden Door? Like, what timeline did he give? Or did it just suck? Yes, I do. So he's putting over Hangman saying, I'm glad to call you my world champion, but I want that rematch. Did he give a timeline, anybody? Did he? I feel like I missed if he gave an actual timeline of how long it might take. Only a month? Oh, so back for Forbidden Door. So he should be back for Forbidden Door. So I don't want to say what I'm thinking, but I kind of want to, as Shivani and Ospreay hug it out, as we've got still to come, Claudio versus Mark Briscoe. If you're talking about vertebrae in your neck and everything, and you've had so many serious neck injuries recently in pro wrestling, and you're going to be back in a month at best, at longest a month. It's very interesting as him and Swerve come out and hug it out. Like, you would expect this if he was going to miss Forbidden Door, if he was going to be out for the rest of 2025. And I'm not saying I want that, but I'm saying that this man basically, if what y'all are telling me is what he actually said for his freaking timeline, of that he'll be back for Forbidden Door, then he basically just said, I have a fucking pulled hammy. I'll be back soon. Like, it's not, if you're going to mention it being a neck injury, and again, I'm not saying I'm not advocating for someone to actually have a super serious neck injury, but if you're going to say that, that carries a certain weight, and that's got to be legit and got to keep you out for a minute. It can't keep you out for fucking, 2 weeks. Yeah, so Don's saying he should be back for Forbidden Doors. I got Sky Blue. I like this little trio here of Sky Blue, Julia Hart, and Tekla, the fucking Twisted Sisters here. New women's faction. I dig it. Injuries suck. Yes, they do, but it doesn't feel like it's much of an injury if you're saying you're going to be back in a month, and especially when it's a fucking neck injury. Michael's, hey, Big Nick, how old are you? I'm trying to see if I'm older than you. Would you like to know? You have to wait till my birthday to tell you. No, I am 36. You can figure that out. Is Hecho seasoning? Nick, do you think we are any closer to Eddie Kingston returning? What would you do with OC when he returns? OC. Because I got Willow backstage right now, and I love me some Willow. She should be your fucking world champion or your TBS champion. Like her and Monet should be a fucking solid feud. I think it works so well. And Willow's so talented. But anyways, I'll stop crushing over Willow. It's called a work thing. Yes, I know, but don't do that with a neck injury. Do that with a fucking pull a fucking hammy or pulled my calf or I got a quad issue or some shit like that. Not anything like that. But what I do with OC, maybe mid-card title, TNT title because it's Dustin, depending on where you're at with that when he comes back. Maybe he goes towards Okada and co. That would actually be pretty solid. Eddie Kingston, I think, would be really interesting if he. I don't know where we're at with Eddie. I've seen him still trying to train and everything with that. I would always like to see him come back and do something again with like the Death Riders of him versus Moxley. And I know, but it's somebody he could actually work with, and it would make sense of him versus Gabe Kidd when Gabe Kidd's the one that put him out there. So I would like to see that. Willow, absolutely love me some Willow. As I'm in commercial break again. So as I see almost 120 people kicking it with us right now, I don't know what we're at for likes on the stream. And I know we're moving ever so closer to 8K subscribers. So again, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We do what we do because other people can't do what we do. And we do have the Midlifeies, the award show, the Golden KJs coming up tomorrow night. We'll be out here suited and booted in our finest, giving out awards that you guys voted on in the community tab and everything. You guys got to vote on who receives the Golden KJs, who receives the prestigious honors out here. As again, other channels out there, other journalists be doing, full year awards and everything. We also do the Midlifeies and the full lifeies. 100%. We do half year and full year awards. Yes, Midlifeies. Clever name, huh? Was it a miss? We never actually got a Willow and Marina match. Yes and no. I mean, I will say respectfully, Marina's probably the weakest wrestler out of the MMA 4 horsewomen outside of Jessamine Duke when she tried to wrestle. Because Shayna's the best, Ronda second, Shafir third, Jessamine fourth. So I don't know if that would have been a fantastic, like we didn't miss out on it, although that would have burned down. But yeah, you could still do it, honestly. I mean, Marina's still a fucking wrestler there. She just constantly gets stuck as a goddamn manager. Are you interested in Willow versus Tekla? Yes, but I also want to see Willow with some actual gold outside of just the New Japan Strong title for 2 weeks of some actual AEW gold. But yeah, I could see that. I just wonder if they might put Tekla over Willow in that, excuse me, because she's newer. Could it be that is Willow the Mark Briscoe of the women's division in AEW? Really starting to worry that. Like the stream for KJ's birthday, absolutely, 100%. Larry, I'll be 46 in October. Well, happy early birthday, sir. Buddy home. I'll follow him out. Yeah, where's Buddy? We need Buddy back from the ankle. McQueen, the day we get 420 in the chat, I'm blazing up like a motherfucker. Oh, trust me, the day we get 420 in the chat, we might all just have to have a vitamin pause for the cause and all that. But again, folks, appreciate anybody that gives any bit of time here. If you super chats, if you can subscribe, you're a member and everything. This is 100% a channel for fans, by fans. Literally, I was a fan. But the amount of growth and everything in the community that we built is just amazing to see and continues to grow. And 100%, it's all led by you guys. The more you guys, spread the good gospel of wrestling out there, the more you guys comment on the videos, you hit the little emojis, hit the bell notifications. It all helps kind of stroke that algorithm and everything. And it's free. It costs you nothing, but it just helps us continue to grow and keep adding new faces to the places and all that. I'll be 25 in 4 days. Well, happy early birthday there, Wrestling Proud. Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. Our CAMPFIRESONG song. But it'll help if you just sing along. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, bet you didn't expect that. Yeah, no, I love that. I love me some SpongeBob songs. I'm a nerd. I'm especially a nerd that likes to sing on stream, if you haven't noticed. As I got the Hurt Syndicate backstage with Renee. So, yeah, so MJF out here coming in and talking fucking sense here. So we're just boys with Cope now. He's the only one out here making any reasonable sense to this whole faction. We made a business arrangement. We're in the business of hurting people. Oh, Bobby and tenses up right as MJF's talking about getting my world title around my waist. Oh,
Ooh.
oh, hey,
Oh.
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 The voice from the great beyond, Zordon, as Bobby Lashley just snatches up Maxwell.
Are we teasing beef between these guys already? Like, was that it?
Too fast. I thought we were going to get there at some point, but this is way too fast.
Like, the build for him to join the group was longer than his time in the group.
Yes. I knew we were going to get there eventually, but this is maybe because
Already?
now that he's won the world title, but it just seems so what? This was just a fucking pit stop to hold Maxwell over?
Yeah, and this idea that, like, oh, it was a business arrangement. So babyface Cope paid for the services of quote unquote heel Hurt Syndicate. What? Why? What?
There's a whole lot of as I got a theater out here.
So does that mean we're getting Billie Starkz and Tony next?
We got Timeless. Nick has the voice of Fergie of Jesus. At least I don't sound like JoJo Siwa. Kid sounds like she's Greta Kid Wilson and smoked a fucking carton of Marlboros.
Let's go.
I'm losing my voice.
Yeah, I know you definitely got a rattle.
Yeah.
Well, that was
doing my best Stevie Richards impression out here, but yeah.
Yeah, so I know we get some really, like, I know some of the fans who watch us on a Wednesday are really hardcore AEW fans and don't always love the opinion, but I would love to hear the counter opinion of like, oh, this Hurt Syndicate MJF stuff makes perfect sense because ...
Well, it's not even exactly critiquing that it's happening too fast. It is, you're doing this 2 weeks before you need to or anything like that. Like 2
weeks. Like
I said, that was just hyperbole and everything.
As here comes Billie. But like I said, him getting into the group is going to last longer than him in the group. And they haven't done, what have they done together? What have they accomplished together? Nothing.
That's the thing. Is it the bit like you said it earlier at the start of the stream and everything? The biggest thing that they've done has been that MJF got in the group, and then since then it's just, oh well, he dresses up in MVP's old attire,
yeah,
and now he won the contract. He won the Battle Royal gauntlet match. Should have been a Battle Royal. Right. And so now he's got a world title shot, which we knew once that happened was going to rub Bobby Lashley the wrong way, because that's the only other fucking star that they have that can work with him at a main event world level title shot opportunity.
Yeah, again, I'm a little surprised, but we'll see where it goes. I mean, I would love to hear people out there tell me what they like about that scenario. Tonight's been very clustery fucky.
It's felt the same as it ever was. That's right. Kind of just been the MO. Like, I guess maybe I'd like a little bit more that we've got actually a bit of an edge, pun intended, I guess, with MJF. I don't like that we got everything with Hangman to start off the show. I don't mind Billie Starkz versus Toni Storm because it's going to lead to Athena versus Toni Storm, which Athena should be in that caliber. She should have been there before Monet was, personally. But yeah.
What are they chanting? This is awesome, or this is?
I have no idea, but Athena's got a whole mausoleum there to herself there.
Right. Yeah, as far as
Athena, let down your hair.
Right. We have not seen Thekla talk yet to this point. I would argue her onboarding hasn't been the most exciting, but I do think she's a very talented lady.
Do you like her with Sky Blue, Julia Hart, that whole little trio?
What I said about that is I think it's got potential. It will all depend on the booking, how it looks, how, if it's serious, does it work? I think it's got a lot of potential, but the onus is on Old Faithful, the booker.
Does it seem like he's going to do tag belts? Because do you have them to hold singles titles? All your singles titles are all held up with your stars of Athena, Toni Storm, Monet.
Yeah, I could see them winning. Go free bird rule for them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, you don't book your men's tag team division, so I'm perplexed. And again, is it going to be another belt that just collects dust?
You mean the same guy that had a winner takes all match that wasn't actually for a unified belt? It was just for the belt they called unified?
That's like the 100% all beef patty company. Like that's what that is.
100% bullshit.
Yeah, like the unification. You didn't unify nothing. It's not unified. They didn't come together.
Do you understand the term? Do you understand the words that are coming out of your mouth?
Yeah. The old bait and switch is a nice suplex by Billie. Billie's been in control. All the good things, silliness aside, Tony Khan absolutely go in the ring. She's a star. She's probably, male or female, she might be the biggest star you have. Like right now, as far as booking, positioning, she's a champ. She gets TV time. She might be it.
Is she the biggest star right now in AEW?
I think so. Overall.
Yeah, well, there was a time and a place, and you can almost still make the case that Rhea Ripley's the biggest star in WWE. Is Toni Storm the biggest blockbuster, the biggest drawing star in AEW?
Yeah. Things have changed. I think the people that used to draw money don't. The Bucks don't draw a dime. Moxley doesn't draw a dime. Moxley might actually cost you money. More than anything else.
All those shooting off getting sight and everything like that. You gotta rent permits and shit for this, John.
Right. Pushing down cameramen.
Max would be the one that I would say might be next closest.
But Max has changed.
Maybe. Oh, we haven't even talked about that. Sure. Real quick. I know I'm about to take a pause, but your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions. Ospreay. Neck injury, C2, C4 vertebrae, broken neck, all that. I'll be back in a month.
In a month? The month thing kind of blows my mind. Like, are you really going to get neck surgery? Are those vertebrae really? We talked about Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens didn't say see you in a month. He said, I'll see you maybe. Like, that's what that surgery means. Not like, what are you getting done? That you're back in 4 weeks. Or are you just going to sit home for 4 weeks and this is a really good excuse?
Well, it's still one of those, if you're banged up, like, say you're banged up with something else, that's not your neck. Like we just dealt with, like Copeland in the same company had to retire because of that.
I strained my knees.
Was Copeland concussions or neck?
Copeland,
but anyways,
was neck.
But Big E just had to deal with his whole neck issue. Like you mentioned, Kevin Owens thankfully T's and P's had successful neck surgery and everything. So hopefully speedy recovery. But when you just coming off of even Adam Cole's whole segment and All In, you can't have something that you're mentioning a neck injury. That's something that serious. And it's like, oh, it's in a month. Like, so it's not that bad, huh? We got Swerve out here acting like we're not going to see him in 2 years and we're going to see him in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird that they put that time frame on it. And again, I think what you do is, even if it is a month, you don't say anything tonight. You just say, I'll be back. And you leave it open. And then when you show up in a month, people go bananas. Oh, shit, he's here. We weren't expecting him. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It writes itself, people. Simple shit.
Right. And again, not like hoping, oh, well, if you're going to pretend you're hurt, be really hurt. No, it's not that. It's just make it believable.
Yeah. I'll be back at this specific date, right? Like,
well, speaking of being back, I'll be right back.
All right. Nick, taking a pause for the cause. A good match between Toni Storm and Billie Starkz happening right now. Arguably the best match we've got tonight. Good energy for it as we get to step up in Zaguri. I'll be back at this specific date. Stay tuned. Like, I just leave it open and then surprise the world. Big kick out by Starkz. Rhea Ripley, just bigger stage, bigger platform, bigger audience. If she walked down the road, more people would pick her out of a crowd than Toni Storm. That's just facts. Doesn't mean I'm saying she's better or worse in any aspect of her job. It's just bigger star. If we let Toni and Rhea go loose in a mall, I guarantee more people would run up to Rhea than Toni. That's just the facts of life. So that on that question, that's the answer. Okada won 3 belts now. It just doesn't make sense. Here's where it gets really crazy. And real quick, nice neck breaker. Athena approves. We get a number 2. We get 2-2-2. So Okada won the title in a tournament, then defended it all year. Then the tournament came back around, and he had to win the tournament again to keep the belt, which seems crazy. The winner of the tournament should fight the champion, and the winner of that match keeps the belt. But hey, then we have a unification match, title versus title, unification match. Not my words, their words. And that means you unify the division, you unify the titles, it becomes one title. But no, each can be done separately. And during the continental matches, there will be no interference. So you have all this run-ins and bullshit in any other match, which is, again, against the rules. But a specific division to outline, this is the one division that the rules won't be broken in. Again, I don't mind stretching my imagination, but when you start making it very silly, very childlike, oh, she grabs the tight for 2. Good match. But Tony and Billie. We've had some really good women's matches lately, folks. Bum bum. Tony Storm had the greatest tombstone pile driver ever. Come again? Yeah, that's not allowed to be said because that's not accurate. Maxine drawing a time recently. He's been kosher boiled chicken. Rinse and repeat. Again, I think the problem with one of my biggest problems with Moxley is this has been the identical Moxley for 5-6 years. What's the layer to it? What's the depth to it? As another kick, like Billie looks strong tonight. Knees up. We get a swanton, knees up by Tony, going for the choke. Leg lock with it. And she chokes her out. Gunther style. When should Tony Storm drop the AEW Women's title? And to who? Mercedes Moné or Athena? I'd rather see it go to Athena. You put over a young star. I kind of expected Athena would drop the Ring of Honor title at some point. As Billie belts Tony with the belt. But Tony is down. Big boos for Billie. Yeah, when is a tricky one. It shouldn't go to Mercedes. Mercedes should be repping that TBS division, making it a division that matters. How does she get time off after pay-per-views, but your guys in death matches have to keep coming back every week? I'm confused. What is happening right now? Billie shoves the ref down. Yeah, no. I'll be back. Yeah, I don't get it. But let me catch up. So Ospreay can get some time off. Yeah, absolutely. And I heard rumors that, now Athena's down and hits her with the contract. Tony rolls to the outside and just slamming her head into the stairs. She would have got 5 minutes for boarding with that first one. Oh, is she going to cash in now? Do it. People can point out it's so much like Naomi. Do it. She hits her with the clipboard again. So the commentary saying she could cash in. If she's that incapacitated, why wouldn't she? Aubrey, okay, they're going to do this? Are we going to do this? This is going on forever again. Long segments tonight. We got a pen. And then it drags out for Alex fucking Windsor. As Alex Windsor is going to beat, and you mark my words, Billie Starkz has been the pupil of Athena forever. The payoff was Billie Starkz, but they're going to give the title to Alex Windsor, and we all know why. Just ask more toast. We all know why. But that's what's going to happen. So Athena's got a shot at getting that world title. Billie Starkz isn't ready for television, needs time. Yeah, she's super young, and needs more training. I think Tony should invest in better in-house training for sure. I could walk right by Tony on the street and not even know there's no way I could walk by Rhea Ripley. A lot of people would agree with that. And that's not a slight on Tony. It's just different levels to this game. Easily Rhea, MJF join with the FTR Dynasty return. Oh, I think you said Duck Dynasty earlier, Jason. My apologies. Yeah, no, let that die. Just yeah, he has like 45 people in his group. We have no idea why. We have no idea who they are. We don't see all of them all the time. He just inherits people. Like Okada became his babysitting duty all of a sudden. Don't know why. But yeah, no, there's more. He's turning into the NWO. Okada won more belts than Ospreay in AEW. Technically, I would say yes. Yeah, that sounds about right. Awesome stream. Thank you so much, Michael. Mommy over Tony. If Mommy used language Tony does, she would be nuclear. Yeah, but also the company that she works for understands that there's a limit and there's a line, and you want to present your stars in a certain way. Yeah, you won't see Rhea motorboating or anything like that. There's just a different approach. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Just their approach is different. No shade in either direction there. Who returns, OC or Eddie Kingston? OC, I don't know if is Eddie Kingston going to wrestle. Can Eddie Kingston get back in a ring? A lot of people talked about the decline of Eddie Kingston. There was once upon a time where Eddie Kingston was super hot, and the fans were behind him, and articles were being written about him, and you didn't take advantage of it then. And now, can he do it? Can he get in enough shape and conditioning to get back in there and be the Eddie we love? Or do you bring Eddie back and let him be kind of the head of a faction? Make him the Mad King again. Give him some bodies and show us what a real heel faction looks like. And every once in a while, he'll be petitioned or pushed or forced to go into a match, and we get that one-off match. Instead of expecting him to wrestle consistently, you make it special. You got to get through the faction to get to him, but they win more than they lose, so you don't. You get a lot of talking from Eddie, maybe not a whole lot of action. Maybe that's the way you save Eddie a little bit or extend his career. But T's and P's to the man. We got nothing but love for Eddie, but I just don't know. I just don't know. She's the most over, Rhea or Tony. They're both pretty fucking over though. Don't know if you missed it, but you share a birthday with Slash. There's a good one. I like it. Good old GNR. I like it. Klaatu. I like that one. We got a good one. Camera cuts a little jumpy. $10 spaz. Thank you. I didn't proofread this one, folks. And before the first day, there was nothing. And then the lights with Kenneth Jeremy. Nope, close. But white. And the white was good. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that out loud. And then he created day one. And on day one, he created God and gave him stuff to do. There you go. That is really quite epic. I love the fable. That is Kenneth Jeremy. I think the Family Guy doctor did Ospreay's checkup. Let's go. But here comes Swerve Strickland. I like it, lady. Yeah, and this was announced late. I think I got it in there. But here we go. Why isn't Billie the Ring of Honor Women's Champion? I'm surprised. And again, now she's going to get bypassed. And we all understand Tony is going to push the fuck out of Alex Windsor. And I don't know a lot about Alex Windsor. I don't know, I know minimal. I'll put it that way. But she is going to get a push of all pushes, and we know why. And Tony, you're a sweetheart, but we all see it coming, buddy. Immediate, yep. Max has been stuck on like level 2 since Adam Cole and the double storyline killed all his momentum. Yeah, and I think because you don't have interesting people, like it works so well with MJF Punk because the fans were so invested in Punk, MJF insulting him sucked. But now he's going for low-hanging fruit, and he's saying it to people that the fans aren't as invested in. You have to have somebody really, in the pocket of the fans, that when you jab at them, the fans feel it and they don't like it and they respond. And there's not enough counter to MJF and what he has to say. So he comes off soft. He comes off dull. Just doesn't come off the way he used to. The best thing you could have done with him is run him versus Tony, him versus AEW, and maybe you used the EVPs or somebody like that to step in, maybe, and that kind of helps it. But speaking of stepping in, or EVP, or both.
Oh, soft and dull, I think, might work with that. Soft and dull and didn't get the most out of what they aren't what they used to be. They ain't what they used to be.
Right. Thank you, Aubrey. We got Don Callis on again this night, full of just random fucking promos and long segments. And we did all that with Athena. You should have done the cash in, bro. Be ballsy.
But yeah, like you said, if everybody would have been, it's just like Naomi.
Right? I was waiting for it.
But as soon as Alex Winter came out, Windsor, sorry, I called her Winter.
Right.
You called it. Oh, that's where that Ring of Honor title is going. Before that, I thought that she was just going to gift it to Billie Starkz, but I was like, that doesn't fully fit with Athena's character. She tried and hold both belts at the same time. But at least, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I think we kind of we know that Athena's going to beat Toni Storm for the title now.
Yeah, or at least, it looks that way. Now, if you bring her and Billie up together, and then you play that storyline out on the main roster, as here comes Hickory Sticko, the newest member of the Callis family.
I know someone mentioned this on Monday of comparing the Callis family to the NWO, and you turn around and mention it, and
that's gross.
Then at that point,
that's gross.
To where it's just that many people that don't make a ton of sense, and just everybody's all thrown together. I could see it in that sense. To me, I didn't ever want it to be that. I still don't. I didn't buy the Callis family when it was just Takeshita and Fletcher and all of that. And now we're adding more people that are just extra convoluted.
Well, and you have talent, like you said, that if you booked it proper, strong, there's no reason why a faction with Fletcher and Okada and a couple of henchmen couldn't dominate and really do damage and have belts and be in angles. That's the problem. Again, similar to what we were talking about with MJF is, if you're going to have this faction of heels, we need a hero.
Be a faction of heels. Be a faction of heels first and foremost.
Right? We have nobody to stop them. That's why the Hurt Syndicate's turning babyface by accident. The fans are turning them babyface because there's no heroes.
Yeah, but that to me is different than the Callis family, because the Callis family doesn't win shit. The only person who wins is every now and then Takeshita wins, mostly in New Japan. Right. And Fletcher wins every time you don't expect him to.
Right.
But outside of that, there's no Hechicero's in there. He doesn't win. Okada's randomly fucking involved now. The Bucks were peripherally involved. Aren't they supposed to be the elite, be their own faction? Right. It's all encompassing with no true directive.
Right. No, I mean, again, and I have issues if Callis is going to be the manager. Like, people, listen, again, there's a little bit of a spoiler for tomorrow. There's an award called the Non-Wrestler Award, because we don't know what else to fucking call it, but it is becoming the Paul Heyman Award. Nobody has ever won.
We almost need to invoke a rule that if you win an award like 3 years in a row, it just becomes your award.
Yours. Right. Huchi Horchata. Yeah, I mean, again, so I all due respect to anyone out there that said Don Callis is the best manager in wrestling. He's on commentary more than he's at ringside. His group is all but feckless. If he wants to be a really good manager, like Nana, the babyface manager, right there at ringside, Callis does not need to be on commentary. He's not helping his clients. He should be an impact in these matches. You help the heel be a heel if you're at ringside helping him cheat, and if the babyface has to overcome you as well.
He's debatably not the best manager even in his own company. I'm now starting to think of maybe we should have thrown someone else in there as a representation from
I know Bivens could have been
Shafir.
Oh, Marina, but she hasn't said but a word.
Right, but she's not a wrestler. She doesn't wrestle anymore.
That's
She's
true.
just out there taking bumps and she helps cheat.
Right. And Bibbins, I mean, I think he might be in contention late in 2025. I don't think he did enough in the first half.
Yeah.
But if you actually have FTR in stuff and you got Bibbins on crutches and Bibbins sticking his nose in and helping them get wins, now Bibbins is doing his job. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, Jose brought up someone that I thought we should have. I don't even know if we fully could brought into contention of Montel of MVP.
Yeah, I mean, again, maybe slightly overlooked. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember if we brought him in, but Spaz with a $10 super chat. Since we're talking about old stuff, like KJ, I'll tell you about my buddy in Toronto. Is his name KJ? The bed in his first apartment was the one his grandmother was conceived in. What the fuck? All right, crusty birthday, KJ. Love you, buddy. I think I needed to say something towards the back end of that to salvage that.
Why did you turn into
things are meant to be private, not said public?
Why did you all of a sudden turn into somebody from Letterkenny at the end of that message? That was amazing. Like,
I don't know.
Oh, that was crazy. Man,
see, that's what I likes about you,
right? No, we love it. We love it. That's a random story. Thank you. I guess your gift to me on my birthday. That's very lovely.
Sure.
Right. The match looks like a training session. Again, I'm not the fans know us enough, and we've done so many live streams, Nick, and so many watch-alongs. When something's happening on the television that's super good, we have to focus on it. We're calling it out, and we're talking about it, and we're yelling. But when we're not invested,
then Chad will tell us, hey, pay attention. Look at this. Don't tell you pay attention to us.
But again, I like Swerve. Swerve's a good guy, but I'm not interested in this. Where is it going?
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind with these random ass commercials that just spring up because it's such a hard cut. I literally just look at Swerve of after he stood up or he's sitting up after a fucking suplex, and I cut to Pertuda in goddamn medicinal commercial out of fucking nowhere for something that no one has except for 3 people.
Right. Letterkenny, let's go. No, man. I wonder if they're going the hard cut because they go to picture in picture and they're being less less comfortable.
Have you gotten any picture in picture for Shark Week? Has Discovery Channel been brought up around you outside of just around the ringside?
No, I got picture in picture, but nothing to do with Shark Week.
Fair enough.
Happy birthday. Thank you, Kevin. If 85% in WWE wouldn't look like wrestlers, then what is the percentage in AEW? What is AEW's percentage?
I wouldn't say that 85 people in or 85% in WWE don't look like wrestlers. I guess I get the question. He's saying if 85% of WWE wrestlers currently don't look like they're wrestlers, then what is the percentage in AEW of don't look like wrestlers? I don't think it's 85% in WWE, but yeah.
No, I mean, if we're talking about overall look, it's definitely WWE is definitely not 85%. AEW might be closer to 70 for sure. WWE maybe 15. I mean, you have some outliers, but I mean, most of them look pretty fucking wrestler.
45%
in the WWE don't look like wrestlers.
I'm just throwing out there. I mean, you have to take into account LFG, NXT, Evolve, what have you. If you weren't a wrestling fan and Nathan Frazier walked by you, are you like, that's a pro wrestler? You might know it if you're a pro wrestling fan, but if he's not a pro, if you're not, would you argue that
he looks like he's got a physique? He's got a physique at least. He looks like he does something athletic.
Yeah, I mean, so does Adam. Well, I can't say.
You got Dom. You got a KO.
There's someone with a bullet like that. Are you a truck driver or a wrestler? Or are you a professional arm wrestler? Your arms are too small. You can't be doing that. Are you a power slap champ?
Right, professionally banned from school areas. Damn, the random adverts making no sense, getting in the way of random wrestling. That's making sense.
Making no sense.
Facts.
It's just one of those and I know everybody does it. You got to get your advertisement dollars, but I'm so sick of starting to get into a match commercial. Oh, I start to get into a match commercial. It's not so bad as the weekly shows for WWE, but Saturday's main event was terrible of every 2 minutes.
It always will be. Yeah. Like, I think people just have to accept they almost should put a warning, you will be subject to a lot of commercials. It's one of those things we know now. Like the Saturday night quarterly specials are fluffy, name value for the most part, and you're gonna get a shit ton of commercials. That's what it's there for.
I don't know how we get there or when or what that looks like, just as long as Tony drops the belt to Athena. Could be.
I think it's heading that way, and I think Athena's earned it.
Oh, for sure. She's probably your best women. She's arguably one of your best talents in the company.
I so want to be into this match. And again, if you're a fan out there, if you're watching this right now, and do you like this match? Are you into it? What's going well for you? I'm curious. Oh, wait, 260.
I'm sick of seeing Hechicero because I never fucking believe he's going to win anything.
Yeah, I don't. That's the other part is the foregone conclusion. But you make it a 15-minute match.
Has everything run long with this show?
Oh, a lot of things have run long. It's weird.
Think about it. The 2 matches we had advertised have already happened, and this is happening. So what's the main event?
Mark Briscoe
versus Claudio
is the main event,
and they're gonna fucking hang Mark Briscoe,
right?
Because sympathetic babyface, even though Mark Briscoe could be so much more. Just Jesus, I hate that we can call it. You can see the paint by numbers.
Absolutely. Serious question. They just advertised still to come MJF. Have we not seen MJF a couple times already?
Yes, but he hasn't come out here and spoken his piece.
Okay.
I guess I don't know. I don't write the show. I just offer valid criticism.
But we've heard from him.
We punch up notes. We're on not retainer writers for AEW. We
just want to help.
Show that it should be.
Just want to help. I promise we can help. We'll do it we'll ghostwrite it. I don't give a shit. I don't need any credit. I'll just have the satisfaction of knowing, man, this is so much better now.
Exactly. When I show up on a Wednesday, I'll enjoy what I'm fucking watching instead of critiquing of, oh, they could have done that better. Oh, they could have done this better. Oh, and it's minor tweaks. It's not one of those, oh, you completely have to scrap the fucking show. Oh, it's terrible. Right. There's nothing to be salvaged here. No, it's minor tweaks.
You don't have to throw everything out. There's a couple things need revamped and revisited. And even some of the stuff that I'm very critical of that really turned me off on this show are actually, have something. They just used and delivered horribly.
Well, there's value to stuff is overused, poorly placed, all that.
Right. This match, it just keeps going. It was like the match earlier, it just keeps going and going and going.
The more I keep looking at this venue, I know Casa Bonita's a Colorado thing, but this just makes me think of Casa Bonita. Right. Like, does someone do a moonsault into a water fountain here?
Right, I'm down. It'd be cool. But Swerve playing to the crowd.
Soft shell tacos here.
And again, people are gonna I don't know, man.
But this is what you're doing with Swerve right now. Is Hechicero.
It's so bullshit. You have this match go fucking through 2 commercials, and it goes forever. And then you have, why not do that 7 minutes in? You don't need a strong competitive match that gets blown up at the end of it. If you know you're going to fuck it, make it a shorter match and book more other shit. I don't know. Like your women's division. Just an idea.
Now here goes Bandito and Brody King.
My heart is fluttering. Bandito's here.
I like me some Bandito, but
fighting off.
Brody King's one people over. And it's just so weird that now we just fucked off with the Devil Dogs, which Julia Hart was supposed to be a part of, and she just said fuck off with that. Ishii just said fuck off with that. And once Buddy Murphy got hurt,
now
they just said fuck
Holy shit! Don't look now. The eggs begin to
Wait
continue
for
to
the
scramble here,
bit.
folks. Welcome to Booking in a Blender.
Yeah.
We could have gotten to this so much sooner, bro.
And so much better. Like,
Josh, who continues to do nothing but take L's, watching on.
just watching.
Oh, Swerve slides through. Headbutt.
I had that, but backdrop on the chair. So we're going to get the stomp on the chair.
Well, Josh is coming around, so that's not going to happen. As we get the horse collar, the new go-to thing is horse collaring in this company.
Pillmanizing. They just caught on to them. And he just hucks it off. He just fuck it and just hucks it off.
And runs, right? And then instantly you think, why didn't everyone else that's ever been put in that spot do that?
But it's just, again, of you have a competitive match. You could have honestly just had the competitive match and Okada interferes. Why did you have to have an extra bullshit of Lance Archer interfere?
You have that match go 8 minutes through one commercial break. You have Swerve get a solid win on a relative nobody. And then Okada comes out after the match and fucks with him. That's how you do it. So you put your baby face over strong before he takes a bit of an ass whooping. It's that.
I don't hate the idea of an Okada versus Swerve match. Well, I'm still hoping that it's going to hold the weight and the gravitas that it should, at least with the name value and everything. I'm not expecting it to be a 5-star match.
Yeah,
but it doesn't need Archer involved. It doesn't need so much of this Callis shit and everything involved.
No.
So that's the thing, is you could do this and you could do it well. You just need to trim a lot of the fucking fat off of this.
There's a lot. And even like right now on our screen, folks, we're getting a replay as Ricochet's here with the gates of the
gates of agony, the gates of infamy.
I almost call them the gates of destiny, but we know where they are. But it works.
Yeah, on Ring of Honor.
No, this is good for AEW if done right.
Yeah, and they can take on Shane Taylor Promotion in the infantry.
Oh, no way. Yeah, they could if you could bring them up too.
This is a trios. This isn't a singles. If you're gonna do the fucking trios division, you have a trios. Go with it.
Yeah, no, they run this as a single. Actually, they gave them some mic time. Look at this.
I will curse you.
They're gonna go. They're going after the Gun Club right now. So, but with Ricochet dying to be a heel, this is a guy that you were supposed to use in the upper tier of your company. This could be a way to do it, but my God, just book him. You gotta book him in a way that he gets to be an asshole, be a prick, a pain in the ass, and then he has these two giant guys to back him up. You can send him after an Adam Page right now with these guys. It would be more interesting than Death Riders.
McQueen, yes. Is this thing on? Yes, we do still hear you. We try and get through as many. Again, we're trying. If Josh had or I missed it.
He lost it. Can't find it. I lost my marbles.
Hello from Ireland. Patrick O'Brien. Here. How you doing, lads? What's the crack, Patty?
We're doing well. Welcome. Is we're spread all across a bunch of different countries, and good to see the folks from Ireland popping in. I'm super happy about that. Gates of Jobbers, that hurts a lot. Rick is still a dork. He is. But again, you signed him, and he's another example of this guy that when you announce Ricochet signing with this company, the fans rejoice in the streets and talk about what a difference this person's going to make. And then they become null and void. And it's unfortunate. Now, Ricochet's holding on, and Ricochet's trying to do everything, including picking internet fights. But you have to book them. And like I said, I think Swerve, they could have done something better there. But a guy that Hangman Page with the championship needs good villains. Ricochet could be that villain. You just got to book it, and they don't.
I still think it's a Ring of Honor thing. If you're still going to have them do something on Ring of Honor, I don't. Ricochet is only good right now at picking Twitter fights, and that's really the highlight of his career and everything.
But that's the problem, and you're not wrong. Like, I'm not refuting your opinion because that's how they feel. And that to me is crazy. That's the crazy story of the booking, is that you genuinely feel like, that's a Ring of Honor thing. They're not very good. And it's just, to me, lost potential.
Oh, I will give you that. I mean, Toa
Yeah,
Leota
you're
looks
right.
like he's a cross between King Mike Santana and Jacob Fatu. But
Right.
yeah.
The Death Rider, the Weather Channel is more interesting than the Death Riders. They love him. I don't get it. Please get Brody away from Callis. Yeah, Brody King's a guy that should be a monster, another guy that should hold a belt. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Like, you need exciting champions. You got to either have really good heels with belts, or you got to have exciting baby faces, and they lack that. Brody King's a guy that should be dominating people, whether it's a good guy, a bad guy, something. But he's just a guy.
Should he be in WWE and be in a tag team with Malachi?
That'd be amazing. I'm in. I'm fucking in. He should be in a fucking tag team with Redbeard. Let them destroy everybody. Like, I don't care.
He was with Brody, but then with Buddy, but Buddy's got a cankle injury.
Yeah, I mean, he's been struggling. But no, I mean, I'm such a big Brody fan. I think there's money on the table with Brody if you book him the right way. But here comes
MJF. Of Brody versus Wardlow, but you don't want to do anything.
But here comes Happy Junior.
I gotta grab it.
There you go. You got to get the black and gold one now, Nick.
I know. I gotta. Someone send me a link to the black Burberry scarf here, because I need that. I need to up my collection here. Especially it's warm in July to be wearing a scarf, so he's even more of an asshole, more of a prick wearing a scarf in July.
Brody King is more like Jimmy King.
I will rule you.
Right. Tony Khan definitely booked Dynamite this morning. It is a scrambly hot mess tonight. A lot of overlap. Again, what have we got for our women's division tonight? We got Tony and Billie. Great. One match, our weekly one match. There's a lot to be desired. And again, fans are going to go out there and brag about best show ever, best run ever, hottest ever,
but
killing it.
That's the worry, is it feels like they didn't have a plan after Endgame, and now we're scrambling to put shit together off of the, salvageable aspects of it and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's now at this point, it's just, why haven't you changed anything new? Why haven't you moved in a further direction and everything?
Right. But right now, we do have MJF in the ring cutting a promo on Paige. Again, a little like it's a weird how this night is gone.
Right.
And here comes Mark Briscoe. But he's cutting a promo on Adam Page. So here comes Mark Briscoe.
But this has been a thing. I like that. At least they wanted to work together and everything, but this should be so much more than what it is.
You could highlight this as again, if you had, the TNT title on these two, that's a really interesting feud. And run a program with it.
Could you do world title?
I would be down. I'd be okay with it, especially if MJF was the champion. And, Mark's the guy that has to hunt him down, loses to him a couple times, looks like he may never do it. Then when he does it on one of your big pay-per-views, we all go unglued. We all start crying. We throw some babies.
Could that be one of those of, hey, man, it's great you had your moment. It gets cost by Maxwell, so it transitions all the way over to Mark?
Yeah, in a way, it's more interesting.
Oh, Mark's the hero you always want to see. Overcome it.
Like, if you listen to the crowd right now, I'm trying to think of who got this kind of reaction on the show tonight. That tells you, Mark, right? For all the L's that Mark Briscoe has taken and all the fucking weird factions he's been pushed into, money on the table. That's going to be the new t-shirt. Money on the table. Like, that's what this feels like with a lot of this talent is Mark is money on the table if you book him right.
What have they lucked out if you booked him into oblivion and he's still managed to be salvageable?
Yeah. He's Mick Foley, man. We just love him. We don't care what his win-loss record is. But all night, this has been I'm yelling at you, he's yelling at me, they're yelling at them, everyone's yelling at everyone, and there's no cohesive storytelling. There's no streamlining A to B type plotting going on here. It's just a muddled fucking mess. Like, I mean, oh wait, what did he just say?
I don't know, but I was going to say,
week.
speaking of yelling, and I've verified that this probably ain't who I say it is and everything, but this is just too funny. They could not click on. KJ, I heard it's your birthday. Happy birthday, KJ.
You guys are funny fuckers. You guys are real funny fuckers. I like it.
We're going to just do that right there because that's just funny. You get a star, whoever you are, because that's fucking clever.
That is, happy. Thank you. So,
if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Black Scarf is only $500 at the moment. Well, I didn't mean true Burberry.
Right.
Just looks like Burberry. Yelling. Song of the day short, just yelling.
Ba 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 ba. So again, another long segment that feels a little bit lacking, a little bit directionless, a little bit toothless. I think you're white trash.
Talking to the hard cam about Mark Briscoe. Right in front of Mark Briscoe.
Don't talk like I'm not in the room, motherfucker.
Right, that's more disrespectful than anything. Talk like I'm here, motherfucker. I am here too.
Crowd is booing. So next week we're gonna get MJF or Mark Briscoe. But I feel like we've done this like quite a bit in different variations for a while now. But I love Mark Briscoe.
Would you do it the contendership on the line?
That'd be cool.
But you would build to it, I think.
But Briscoe's not winning.
Saved it and built to it at this point of build to the contendership on the line, and there's your match there. That's your forbidden door.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. Why don't we take one of the 9 belts that fucking Okada apparently is in charge of, and give these two guys a title match and a belt to fight over?
Right. Why is this wasting time that could be used for the main event? Because the main event's not going to go long.
No,
well, actually, because they still got another 15 minutes of an overrun.
They're going to do an overrun with a fucking commercial in it, which is one of the most ridiculous things. People bitch and moan all the time about commercials, but I'm sorry. There's nothing worse than a commercial during an overrun. You bastards.
You're just a joke, bud. As by the way, we can see the entire upper bowl is not sold for this venue.
Right. The segment is cold and it's long. They're
cold,
turning into
old, and stale
segments. Yeah, Monet gets time off after a big match, unlike your other champions.
Like your actual champion.
Right. Briscoe, a pure babyface. They're just so loved. He's like I said, he's Mick Foley.
Okay, so they have the hard cam set up into Briscoe, so he was talking to Briscoe. I thought I was off before. Oh, so he's bringing in Jay into this.
The brother thing, but you're 8 minutes in. Why didn't you get to that punchline in the beginning?
And you had a better line at Jay and everything and that whole situation 2 weeks ago. You had to explain to everybody who you're talking about.
You know what part of the problem becomes with this MJF saying stuff like that to Mark is because like we're all looking for MJF to go after Hangman, right? Like so, right. Mark's taking these low blow comments, but they at the end of the day they're kind of meaningless, right?
They're not going to fully pay off. Well, he's still got the whole issue with Lashley that we just saw spring up tonight.
So this is going to transition into the main event. Oh, MJF's back. Like it's so long tonight, Nick. These segments are just bad sports entertainment.
It feels like when you have like one scoop left in the peanut butter jar and you got to spread that over 2 pieces of bread and all of that. You got that making that struggle sandwich and everything of how can I just scrape this along a little bit here? Yeah. This is what it feels like. After All In, it felt like AEW should have found its momentum, should have found the fucking weak spot in the armor and everything. And we've got a bit of momentum behind us. We're going to have a new vision and everything. And now we've just got the 3 blind mice leading this shit.
4 matches in 2 hours. And what will happen? See, when people used to point that out about the other company, it was a big deal. So when
now you won't see those tweets. Now you won't see them.
Yeah. But when you catch them, oh, by the way, where's your energy on this? Yeah, but 4 better matches, 4 quality matches. Man. I'd argue we got better wrestling matches on Raw this week.
I'll give you that. On Raw, I'll give you that.
Yeah. This is a boring option for a main event. Again, yeah. It feels a little
done fucking Mark Briscoe versus Yuta to start the show. You wouldn't have had a stupid segment with MJF and Briscoe here, but you could have ended with Claudio versus Hangman for the world title. If you're gonna do the shit, I believe Claudio could actually beat him versus fucking Yuta.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Claudio eats the pin last week instead of Moxley, the way it should have been. But Moxley, again, Claudio comes back. And we kind of get lost in, who should I really be mad at? Who should I aim my rage at? And everybody's yelling at everybody. It's disorganized chaos.
Is it crazy that Tony Khan has a full cabinet but still keeps offering up fucking hot dogs and hamburgers and shit like that?
It's kind of rude, right? It feels like you got that good shit back there. We know you do.
I'm tired of eating saltines, Tony. I'd like a Ritz every now and then.
Right. But we're off and running, folks. I did not put a poll up. Mark Briscoe.
Hassan voting for the dead.
What's that?
Hassan voting for the dead. He votes for Jay Briscoe.
Right. There you go.
Why is this?
And you know what? If you're going to bring Jay up, you got to do it in a bang, power right in the kisser kind of moment. What he just did, why did you talk for 4.5 minutes after you agreed to fight? Once you agree to fight, okay, bye. See you next week. Why did that continue to go?
Because we got to kill time.
But you have so much on your roster. You could have easily given us another women's match, a mid-card women's match. Maybe you give us a Julia with Tekla match to kind of hype us up about this new girl faction you got. Instead of all this extra talking and these long matches with people.
You know what's crazy with that, though, is that they went along with that and they're going to go an extra 10 minutes past the 10 o'clock hour here.
Right. Honestly, I'm not trying to be critical. I just see the potential. I see the money on the fucking table with this company.
It's just, we watched All In, and it was their WrestleMania, and it was their biggest show, and you felt like it was such a game changer for them.
And they did good.
And you just hit reset. That's all it is. You didn't put in the new cartridge or anything. You just loaded the next save file of the same old shit.
Right? No, it feels like a lot of things we've seen a lot of people we've seen a lot of. Not usually after a big show, you might get a surprise return or somebody gets, kind of re-injected into the lineup. A Deanna runs out and takes out Tony. You didn't see it coming. That type of surprise generally happens in and around that reset coming off your biggest show of the year. And like you said, they haven't done that. It's just more of the same. And a lot of it tonight was very bad. It was very sloppy.
By the way, on Collision, they're just advertising the corner. But again, folks, you can let us know who you got winning this match. I'm going Mark Briscoe still. But Alex Windsor versus Athena for the Ring of Honor World Championship this week on Collision.
New champion.
Oh, yeah.
New champion. Thanks for coming.
But you couldn't even do that on a Ring of Honor show?
Has Alex Windsor already earned a world title shot? How the fuck have you not? And this is the saddest part about Tony and his,
has she had a match with an AEW?
I think 1, maybe 2. But poor Billie Starkz. You play minion for over 500 days or whatever it's been, and the payoff should be Billie Starkz beats Athena. She gets out from under Athena, which they teased months and months ago. And then if you want Alex Windsor to have a rivalry with Billie, do it. But I mean, this lady just came on the scene, and like what just happened with More Toast, and that's the biggest problem with AEW is not how good you are. It's not how many tickets you sell. It's not how much merch you sell. It's who are you close to? Who do you share a bed with? And who are you friends with? That's all that matters.
Nepotism wrestling.
That's what it feels like. And again, if AEW fans out there think I'm wrong, I'm all ears to be proven wrong. But the proof is in the pudding.
As we're going swinging against the barricade.
I'm so uninterested.
But AEW is real wrestling.
Yeah, we got a lot of real wrestling. Let me ask everyone out there, the wrestling matches we got tonight. Really good wrestling matches, real wrestling matches, the best of the best wrestling matches. Don't miss this match type of match. Maybe Tony and Billie. The rest of this were fucking throwaway matches.
Right. As I go to commercial break, as you said, right as we're
Picture
towards
in
the end of
picture.
the show. The show wasn't ending with a world title angle, but instead a mid-card feud.
It's not even really a feud because the real feud's with Brisco and MJF.
Right.
That's the fucked up part.
By the way, Mercedes is wrestling in Rev Pro this coming Friday. She is wrestling in Poland this coming Sunday.
Stay there.
Mr. Gorbachev, rebuild that wall. I don't know, man. Dynamite flew by tonight. Every segment was just long for nothing. The follow-up to All In was, and tonight goes, tonight's even worse. Shaking my head, says Wrestling Rants.
Yeah, tonight is a bit weak sauce. It just lacks a whole lot of give a fuck tonight. It feels like Tony mailed it in.
But that's what you can't, to me, it's the biggest thing. You can't have that after your biggest show. Imagine if this was the Raw after Mania and then like the SmackDown after Mania or the fucking week 2 weeks after Mania. You can't just have a melted in Raw. No, people need out of fucking alive of so we're just running back everything that we were doing before.
But what's the big holy fuck moment in like last week? What were the big like holy shit, wow, don't miss Dynamite moments? None. Tonight, what's the big holy shit moment tonight that everyone's going to be talking about tomorrow? I'll tell you a story. Today I was going through and because they had only announced 2 matches for Dynamite, I thought I'd just scroll like my For You page on X. So and I'll find a Dynamite post, with a hashtag and I'll click it. It took me so long to find anything AEW related. It blew my mind. Like it was just WWE, Evolve. Then it was fucking NXT. Then it was more NXT. Then it was TNA. Then it was whatever. It was just, I was really surprised. And this is what you don't want. It is a dwindling fan base. You got to ask yourself what has changed. And then again, the collective out there that doesn't want to admit that something's not going right, you're watching it die. Fair enough.
Coming out of All In should have been a beat your chest moment as an AEW fan. And instead, it's more of smacking your head moment with all of this you have 2 matches that were advertised for your follow-up show after All In and everything. Like it has just become, you had all of this momentum. You were driving the crazy train, Aussie reference. And then you just decided, Jesus, take the wheel.
Well, yeah, I mean, and simple question again, not shade, a fair question to ask. What big angles are they building right now? Well, people are going to say, well, they're building Edge and Christian. Well, are they? Because it feels like Christian's in a separate feud and Edge might be working with the Hurt Syndicate, but we're not sure. But now the Hurt Syndicate and MJF are having issues, and MJF wants Paige, and Paige thinks MJF's an asshole, but Mark Briscoe wants MJF, and Moxley wants to choke out commentators, and Claudio and Yuta can't win a match without him. Like, it is just, I couldn't explain this to somebody that didn't watch the show.
There's just nothing that makes you excited coming out of it.
And no learning tree.
Thank Jesus.
No learning tree. So there's
Johnny Appleseed did his job and chopped down that fucking bullshit tree.
So birthday wishes do come true. I wish for this and it happened.
Yeah, but you still might end with a Moxley here. Because remember, he was out there in the subway trains and everything.
But why?
Because they have nothing else to do. They don't know how to not do what they're doing.
I want to help so bad. Darby's here just staring at Claudio. Why? Like, again, you find a reason. Everyone's mad at
Why he just spit on like 4 fans. Well, I don't know if there's 4 fans still in that section. It's so weird that they're like towards the front row, but you see open seats.
Yeah, sorry.
Darby is just Sting who played the Tony Hawk games.
Right. Again, but it's just there's again, I don't want to keep belly aching. I want this to be so good. I just can't find the good in it.
No, that's the worst part about it is you can see where it can be good and where they fail to execute and everything. That's the worst part about it.
That's what's
not. It's just all trash and I just can't. This doesn't do it for me. It's that I can see where it can be good, and they just fail to execute.
You ever see like one of your friends gets a nice car and they fucking soup it up, but they do a shit job and they put the wrong shit in it and the wrong shit on it, and you're looking at this car thinking, man, this car could be the fucking shit if you would just take off that fucking muffler and change your fucking rims. They're 18.
Tony Khan's a kid who bought a car that drives that's what only is in manual transmission and doesn't know how to drive stick.
Right, but like all you want to do is help him out and be like, here, fix this up. You got something here. And again, there's so much talent on his roster, minus the guy in the mask behind the commentary table.
As we're about to go to commercial, I assume with 2 minutes left before the 10 o'clock hour. No, because that's where you would normally set up a commercial break.
Big elbow.
After he hits this.
The crowd on their feet, man. Book the fuck out of Brisco. There's a guy that you could build shit around, folks. People will buy tickets and come to your shows if you book a guy like Brisco.
Should he have won your TNT championship instead of Dustin?
Yes. Yes.
Hologram out there with the AEW shirt. Blockbuster.
Nice blockbuster. This is the most live the crowd has been. And this is a good match for Brisco. I still hate the match.
Well, they want to get behind Brisco.
Big elbow.
Even this man loses fucking 75 matches. Froggy Bow elbow.
2.
1, 2. Dos amigos.
I'm late. Yeah. What the fuck, Spicoli?
Yeah, we're way late. You have to watch this on replay.
Right. Yes, they did announce that Wrestle Dream will be in St. Louis, I believe, October. So we're just waiting for WWE to announce their next show.
Yeah, what show happens? Survivor Series in St. Louis.
Right. You know it's coming.
Halloween Havoc, NXT, in
Halloween Havoc. Yeah, just lump them all in there. Fucking Deadline with the fucking, here we go.
Oh, I'm just waiting still for generals gathered in the masses.
But yeah, digging the thumbs into the eye. Claudio drops Mark. Again, like we get this really good moment where the crowd's all fired up with the baby face, and it feels like the logical exit moment. And then we go for another 6 minutes.
Oh, we saw the promos earlier, so we got to the conclusion of this promo, and you want to still keep talking,
right? Like, yeah, I'll fight you next week. Deal. So what'd you have for dinner?
So what you have for lunch this week?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are we doing? Like, get the fuck out of here. I'll see you next week. We agreed on this.
So you want to go for shawarma?
Like, right? Like, what the fuck? Why are you still talking to me? I got a match.
Right.
Oh, another poke in the eye behind the ref's back. Big European.
Hey. I got surprised. Remsburg actually did a fucking thing.
Wasn't on purpose.
Right. I was going to joke and say, folks, that's what KJ says to me when we got off stream. Why are you still talking?
And Brisco steals it. Only 1 minute after the hour, bro. Are we going to get a brawl?
Moxley something. Yeah, but it's just
roll up. The big main event roll up tonight.
Yeah, but it's just fucking stupid to get to that. He got color somewhere, but it's just stupid to get to like you had all the other moments that actually felt like we're going to be the finish, and then that's the finish.
Man, this should have been the Death Riders all along. What are they doing? So here we go, another brawl. We've had a few tonight.
As we've got to wait for fucking Moxley to strut his way out to the fucking ring. As Yuta, hey, look, they're taking over the situation.
Why didn't they do more of this before he lost the belt?
Oh. But this is like what we talked about. This is what he should have been doing. This is your fucking hero, so I'm going to tear him limb from goddamn limb. And you can do this every week. This is your favorite babyface, I'm going to fucking destroy him in front of you.
No, but here comes Hangman. Like, fuck. But Hangman's got beef with everybody just stepping on everybody's shit here tonight.
Hangman needs to get rid of that fucking poodle.
What happened to Darby?
He just hot tweet on somebody and left.
Like, he was just standing watching. You're gonna let Brisco take a fucking gut buster?
And now we just go face to face, and nobody else in the Death Riders jumps this man.
Why are we running this back?
Because we don't know what else to do. We haven't built up any other heel that could be a viable fucking challenger to Hangman.
Why are we having this emotional moment? This is the crazy man.
I will prove it to you. You should have fucking proven it during the Texas Death Match, you fucking idiot.
This magic moment. When your lips are close to mine. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
And touching.
Wait. Next week, Dynamite Hangman. Oh, wow. Dynamite Mox next week for the World Championship. We're running it back.
So we're giving away a world title. What? WCW. So we're... Mr. fucking shows up on every wrestling show recently. Bully Ray said this himself. AEW needs to stop giving away world title matches free on TV.
Wait, everyone's banned from ringside. Everyone about...
Yeah, because that's always worked before, motherfucker.
Right? Well, I feel like they're going to run back Darby's interference because it didn't go perfect at All In.
But that's...
And Moxley just lets him walk off. So next week, your AEW world title goes on the line in a rematch.
Is it a no? Well, is there a step besides everyone's banned from ringside? Because then you can't have Darby show up because he's banned from ringside.
Nobody but a ref is allowed at the near the ring. The graphic up already. Let's go. Everyone banned from ringside next week.
In Chicago still, have they taken up residency in Chicago?
Yeah, 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Oh.
They're going to be 6 shows for Medieval Times, Illinois.
You can get your turkey leg and watch boxing
the fucking turkey. Man, I would have enjoyed this shit a lot more if I had a turkey leg here tonight. I'm telling you that much.
Folks, coming soon to members only ASMR stream of me and KJ eat turkey legs while we watch AEW television.
That sounds all types of provocative.
But it gets the people going. No one knows what it means.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that looks to be the end of that is the end of Dynamite. Get your ratings in. We take a rating at the end of every single show. Out of 10, how did you like it? What did you like? What didn't you like? Man, it was a messy night tonight. And I will say this. I know the ending was kind of weird and like a little conflated how we got to it. But I actually kind of like, all right, I'm the way Adam Hangman delivered the altar, like, fuck you, let's fight next week. I was like, all right, I'm kind of with this for a little bit.
What? 5, 4, 5. Chicago street fight will be the stipulation. You can't have a stipulation on top of everyone's banned from ringside, especially no disqualification. So it gets fucking stupid. You just had a Texas death match. You got to run it back to where no one can interfere after everyone interfered.
Right. And the loophole will be this. everyone's banned from ringside, which means all of Moxley's friends. But Darby popping up and costing Moxley is okay because he wasn't one of the people banned from ringside.
But that's a heel. That's a babyface acting as a heel.
Yes, it's convoluted.
No, it's just fucking stupid. It's not convoluted anymore. Stop trying to sugarcoat this shit. Of Tony, we've offered to work for free. We can help you at least fix some of the fucking writing here. God damn it. I know we're trying to have hopium, and there was good points here. And I don't mind seeing Hangman and Mox again, but I mind seeing it for free on TV with a stupid fucking stipulation attached. And then we're running it back so close to All In.
I feel like I'm watching a movie and it's two sequels all at the same time. It's like that's what it feels like.
You're watching a movie and like the highlights of the sequels after.
Like it's just they're all weaving through, and the good guy who's gonna fight that guy in the sequel. Well, they're already arguing, but he hasn't beat the bad guy from the first movie yet, and then other side characters from the third movie are bleeding in. It's literally like watching three movies all in conjunction. It's crazy.
I have the higher ground Anakin before we even see the pod race of Anakin as a child and everything.
Yeah, and I listen, I keep saying it. There is that contingent are going to say tonight was amazing. It was so good. Oh my God, fucking people don't get it. If you loved it, fine. I'm not telling you what to love and not love, but it was just so, it was such a mess. Such a mess.
Well, in Boston, I'll answer your question. I'm confused. Why is it okay for WWE to have the world title matches on TV, but not AEW? I need an explanation on this because you didn't just do it after your biggest pay-per-view for the exact same title and an entirely different stipulation and all of that.
I have no problem.
Do it few and far between versus your world title holder after he just won the title has been back at it like a jackrabbit defending the world title instantly with it. Sparingly versus regularity.
Yeah, I have no problem with the actual idea of having title matches on your show. I think, and I don't know how MJF's going to factor into this. I think my biggest issue is that I'm stuck on the Death Riders are still a factor. And actually the Death Riders are being more Death Ridery than they were before they lost the title. So it's fucking confusing. But I wanted Paige to move on, have some new challengers, have really good matches. And you don't go from a Texas death match to 2 weeks later having just everyone banned from ringside with straight up one-on-one match. You don't do it. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Like things don't de-escalate in follow-ups. It's not the way it should be. But I have no problem. I like the titles being defended once in a while on regular TV.
Well, and like you said, they literally just had a World Heavyweight Championship match on Raw after pay-per-view. Yeah, but the match at the pay-per-view wasn't for the world title with those same people involved in it and everything. We just didn't turn around and run the same shit back right afterwards. That's a little bit with it. Like, again, I get what you're getting at, and again, I agree with you of at times if you can make it compelling and make a case for it and everything. But when you literally just had a Texas death match, and so 2-3 weeks afterwards, you're going to literally run the same match back and have less stipulations on it.
And
that gets weird.
That becomes the trick, right? And I think it's dwindling interest. Listen, if I was Tony Khan, I would ask Goldberg, how much will it cost me to get you to run it back? Now you got to put him in there with somebody he respects because he's going to murder them. And if
Moxley versus Goldberg, let's go.
If I wish I could wiggle my nose and make it a Jericho. If they announce for all out Toronto Goldberg Jericho, I might have to go to that just to see it. 5.5, 6, roll up, killed it. It was boring. Again, we've seen a lot of rinse and repeat. Paige never has anybody in his corner, so that's for exactly right. And then Darby doesn't count because he wasn't in anybody's corner. 6 out of 10. King of the Ring, 95 levels of garbage. Wow, out of 10.
Ooh.
Wow, Wesley, 5.5 for. Hey everybody, Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. How you doing, buddy? So how does Mox and Paige win the match if it has no ref? No, the ref is the only person allowed to partake. 6 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I was expecting the question to be, so how does Moxley win the match with no other stipulation? He can't interfere. He can't have anybody help him.
Is Mox actually going to try and actually have a fucking wrestling match? That would blow my mind.
Oh,
if Moxley has a legit one-on-one wrestling match, it will blow my fucking mind. 4 out of 10 KJs. Let's go. 5 out of 10 watching Alien Sharks Death Down Under. Much better than tonight's Dynamite. Sorry. 4 out of 10.
No, hold the fuck on. What is Alien Sharks Death Down Under?
I don't know.
And why does that sound like a Tubi straight to fucking streaming movie?
Right. I want Walt Disney 8 months. I have no idea the answer to your question.
No.
Addy, what's up? AWID is complete garbage. Yeah, tonight just was. I wasn't into so much of what they offered. 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 5. I'll give them like 50%. Because
5.5 just to be different, just to be difficult or anything, but like it's just one of those of it feels so much like they had. Like you could almost excuse last week of they just came off of All In. They're still trying to figure some shit out and everything like that. But this week was a bigger letdown than last week, which now is a bigger, terrible trend.
And for the fans out there that say we're not sports entertainment, we're pro wrestling, we're the real wrestling.
Tonight, what fucking wrestling did we watch?
Tonight was definitely a lot of sports entertainment done bad. Like there was a lot of sports entertaining here, but it wasn't entertaining. And the in-ring matches, I thought the women's match was the best match of the night. Claudio and Mark were fun just because I'm into Mark as far as his character, who he is. I want to see him do well, but there was no meat on the buns. Put it that way.
Yeah, I was not sports entertained. I was not professional wrestling entertained. I like 5.5 just because the women's match with Toni Storm and Billie Starkz was good. I'm excited for what maybe could happen with MJF, even though it seems extra convoluted. The tag match actually, the FTR versus Jet Speed actually became a good match.
It finished strong. It finished strong for sure.
Right. So again, everyone wants to paint me as the Russian judge because I was 6.5 NXT and everything, but I'm giving this a 5.5.
Did you prices right me so you weren't the bad guy tonight? I'll go 5.5.
It's your birthday.
I'll go 5.5, Bob. 5.5.
I'll go $1, Bob. $1.
My
Bob.
God. AJ, how could you go so low?
You're so terrible. You hate everything with AEW.
Right.
Can you hear this, man? He tries to say he's a beacon of hope.
What happens if Moxley wins the title back? A big collection of people are going to have a meltdown and never tune in again.
Yeah, that's a big hot tui into your fan base's face.
Yeah, that's all the hot tui and none of it in the fun way. But ladies and gentlemen, that is Dynamite. That is the show. And it was entertaining, if nothing else. Tony wasn't really the giver of gifts on my B-Day, but thanks, Tony. Love you anyway. But,
is it because he didn't give you gifts of like Chris Jericho and everything? He just took away gifts?
Right. I got no real good, juicy gifts tonight from Tony, unfortunately. But we are back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Our midlife-ies. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. We got all your favorite categories, and we're going to break them down, and we're going to give out some golden KJs. Looking forward to this one. Go check out our interviews. Of course, check out our mental health stream, and go get your merch. Be a friend, tell a friend, be a part of the family, be a part of all the shows as we don't stop. We're coming back again. The award show tomorrow, Friday, SmackDown. More and more content coming your way. Like, share, subscribe, and check out all our socials.
Yes, and absolutely be here for our midlife crises tomorrow. And be a friend, tell a friend. Wish this man beside me again, my brother from an international mother and everything, a happy birthday before we pack it in here tonight. But our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that birthdays, you better put that KJ White with it.
Come back tomorrow. We're going to give out some hardware. See you on the flip side. Good night.